Hey everybody, I'm just saying hi. I'm going to take you right into to my intro and I'll be right back. Just give me a sec. Too much clicking going on here. Oops, sped it up. Sorry about that. Forgot I had it sped up. No reason to put up the fight. Alrighty. Hello. Again. Let me stop sharing screen. Let me say I don't know if I'm going to get anybody in tonight, and that's okay. Because I wanted to come back and go over some things that I've been saying since yesterday that I was going to go over and just ran out of time. Today, kiddos come before YouTube. They had to eat their dinner. And no one's going to make it but me. Oh, volume. Oh, what happened? So, got the monsters fed and showered, and I'm actually letting them stay up because Moana's almost over and they wanted to finish Moana. So, it's the weekend. Friday! Burnout tonight, yeah. Those kids would burn me out. I'll tell you what. I'm old. I can't do it no more. I can't stay up like that no more. Let me say hi. We got Cash in the house. How are you, Cash? Hi, Firefly. Welcome in. Hey, Language of Horses. Hey, Danny Drama. Good video. Of course. Hey, Hope. How was your day, Hope? I thought you was on a trip. You was traveling or something. Yeah, well, I'm not muted now, Cash. I don't want y'all to hear me singing. I made it say, I'm almost being sideswiped by a dang semi. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm sure you are. Yikes. Hey, Clemson girl. You just breathe. Hope you're good. You're home. That semi's lucky because I'd have had to hurt him. Hey, Feisty. So, Danny Drama put out a new video. Good one. Um, we'll check it out. Betty, I wasn't even going to go there with Betty, but damn, there's only like a smidget of it I want to show. I am not getting into all that with her. No, you can't fix ignorance. You can't. You cannot fix ignorance. And I am not in the mood to argue, get into some political debate over Bullhorn for president. Sadly, I think there's some people that would vote for her. Yeah, that's the scary thought. You don't even have to know who she is. Never even heard of her. Never saw her. Nothing. Just because there's just people like that. Anyway, uh, she's a trip. She's a trip. But um, we haven't got into the Team Rose and Paper Cut Tina debacle. And the reason why I've held off is because I knew that each one was going to continue firing up lives about it. So, I figured let's do it a one and done and not return. Instead of having to return because there was a part 2 or a part 3 or a part 4. Nope, we'll do one and done. Yeah, that's all they're getting. But it gets nasty. It gets nasty. It gets really nasty. So y'all got big plans for the weekend? Oh, you'll be part of that debate? Cash, I would love for you to debate Betty. I really would. I seriously would because you would just she would be flustered within 90 seconds. Hey, Okie. Good to see you. How are you doing? Hey, KCG. Oh, I'm sorry, KCG, about that. Sending prayers to you. Just take care of you first. Always. Yeah, you would, and you don't even live in this country. That's the sad, that's really, that just goes, Betty has no idea how, she likes Trump for the facade, for, because he's getting attention. And, to someone like her, negative attention is just as good, as the good intent. It makes no difference to her. But I don't think she even truly understands or grasps the reality of some of the policies and some of the things some of the people she supports have done. I don't think it registers, but I don't think she'd care either way, to be honest with you. No wonder she likes Justice for All, though, because remember how we used to call him Orange Man? Yeah. I used to call him Spanky. Orange Man Jaundice. But what is her name? Tiffers, where we left off, that was getting really. I mean, if you guys want to, I don't know who's in here from earlier, but if you want to get back to that and finish that, I'm not. Yeah, I'd rather move. If y'all want to, if not, we can just go ahead and move on. Um, because the paper cut Tina Team Rose situation is not stopping. I mean, live after live. I'm doing a second live because I didn't get to finish what I wanted to, and because I won't. I don't. There's no way. I don't think I'll be able to go live tomorrow. I've got so much to do. I don't even know how I'm going to get it all done, but I've got to finish my cabinets. I've got to finish cleaning my cabinets. That's after all my running around. Um, Seeing that shit when I can't sleep, I could do it at night, but no, I can't do anything to make noise. Anyway, um, I don't know about Sunday. Sunday's iffy. I will. I will be. Um, I'm not gonna. I can't 100% say the plan, so I can't say who I'm. All I can tell you is that one way or another, I will have updates for you on the Uni JLO lawsuit. Okay, it's everyone's been asking about it. No one else is talking about it. Why not go over it? It's you'll see. You'll see. And they're basically at the same place they were a year ago when it was filed. It's insanity. Total freaking insanity. But so I figured, because I didn't know there was going to be a lot in there that were in here earlier. So I figured, there was other things that I had in the description of part one that I wanted to cover. So I figured we'll just get into that. This is kind of emotional, but um, apparently, and I'm wondering, what I wanted to see is where it started, because whatever happened on whatever panel or whatever the Team Rose and Paper Katina were on it together triggered Tina. And then she went and made a live, and I know you've seen bits and parts of it all over the place, but I want to do a little bit more than that. And that's why I waited, because I knew there was going to be multiple responses between the two. And there probably will be for the next 6 months. I don't know. You're in the bushes? Yeah. So, I want to know, was it Team Rose's panel that she went up on? Because, they were friends, right? Or so they thought. I don't know. But Team Rose, you can't tell by her titles, and she doesn't really do thumbnails. So she doesn't really do titles either. Um, yeah, this is different. Message from old Aunt Rosie, Team Rose, Real Talk, Crazy Talk. Okay, but it was something where, wait, who's on this panel? Family chat. Is this the one? Let me scan through it real quick. This might be the one. I don't know. Let me see. There had to have been one that started it. And Tina just didn't. Tina didn't just go fire up alive and be hysterically upset. I mean, she was shaking, for no reason. The comment was made to her. Wait a minute. Let me see what this says. I know there was a comment about Team Rose talking about Paper Cut Tina and her mom's situation and how, Paper Cut should go see her. I know that's how it started. But were they on a panel together and Team Rose said this? Was it a message in a chat? I was it a posted message somewhere else? That's what I'm trying. Wait a minute. They were friends. Team Rose wanted Paper Cut to go see her mom and threw a fit about it. And Paper Cut Tina said she got very angry with her and left bad messages. Yeah, she played some of the messages. They were bad. From the ones I could hear. Hey, Rita. But where did it happen where they were talking about Paper Cut not seeing her mom, where Rose chimed in and said, well, Paper Cut, you need to go see your mom. You should go see your mom. That upset Paper Cut so bad that she went and fired up a live and went hysterical. Something triggered that. Hey, it's me, Amberly. That's why I'm going through this live to see if it's this. Well, turning up the volume's not going to help me, is it? Well, yeah, because it'd be two people. It'd be Paper Cut's not going to hide her face. Or was she talking in a live to someone else about on a live, doing a live and talking about Paper Cut was someone, whoever was up on her panel. That's what I'm saying. Something, because where would Paper Cut get it that Rose said that in the first place that set her off? Okay, yeah, here we go. I think I might have found what I was talking about. Let me share screen. Well, that was pretty easy. I miss being able to screen record my clips or the videos I want to use. I miss doing that. I was looking at cheap tablets that they have on sale, and yeah, if it wasn't for this fucking truck, but you can get an actual decent cheap tablet that will actually screen record. This thing here, I have no idea. Why would you even have a damn tablet if you can't screen record? That makes no sense to me. But yeah, it's because hubby don't know what he's buying.
No, I don't.
Did you hear that? The PCT. It was really early. I kind of caught your live, right?
I didn't watch your streaming. I didn't see it.
She did.
Okay, so it was before this.
It really was. It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Guess what, Dave?
It was super basic.
Guess what, Dave? That's how her mother feels about her not visiting her. By the way.
Well,
wow.
That's your opinion.
Okay, now this is Team Rose and 3 Dave. So there is a live prior to this. This is Rose's live, which I will go back to and play after Paper Cut. Tina's guttural, as he called it, live, which he's correct. So it's got to be the one right before this one. Okay, it's got to be this one then. But I don't know. Team Rose goes live so many damn times. Let me check. She'll go live 5 times a day. I mean, she has no problem doing that. And I went live twice a day, a couple times, but I could 5 times. Yeah, no. Okay, let's see. New live 3 days ago. See, 3 days ago. Here's my show. F me for all the moms that matter. Could be that one. I need to address something. The real reason why, for fuck's sake, I don't know. Meeting the meter guy, huh? So it's one of these. That she decided to. Well, that's only a minute 26 seconds long, so it's not that one. All right, let's check this one. I want to see what kicked it off. Oh,
Wow, coming in here and saying that I killed my mother with COVID. What a little bitch. I'm not going to go over and watch her
ouch.
scream and get upset and keep this fight going. She's obviously looking for a fight. Thank you. You and me can talk. See, you're here and it says no one's here. I just want to talk about mothers, okay? I care about the mother. I care about the grandson. I care about the daughter. I care about these things. I care about these things. And not everybody cares about these things, but I'm trying to represent that it matters. It matters. Is I'm a mother and I grieve. I grieve for my mother and I grieve for my children and I grieve for the changes. I don't have all my kids living with me. My kids have moved on. They are grown kids. They have moved on.
All right.
She didn't meet up with Dolly. She flew there. I didn't say she was a big
All
lover.
right. This is where it started. All right. I found it. Well, that was easy. I found it. Okay. This is what started, what kicked off this whole mess that I'm going to show you Tina's meltdown after we play this couple minutes. That way we know where it started, what it stems from. But let's get into this.
Hates me for some reason. I've never understood.
I don't know who this guy is on panel with her, but yeah, I'm just gonna let it play.
You want to make 50K on that? You should have placed her in your home. Do you have a who is this moron? Mission? Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Hey Petunia, hey Charla.
She did go to Virginia. She did not see Jimmy, but she tries to play it out like she might have seen him for whatever. What does she call it? Shock factor or something.
Wait a minute, I thought Papercut didn't go, so she ended up going to Virginia. I thought she didn't go. I'm gonna kill myself. I just can't keep up with all this hate. Thank you and many others for all your help. Okay, that's not the real Charla. All right, stop. Stop. It was just created today. Block that account. All right, I'll get it. That is not the real Charla. When you mods get it, because I don't see it now. Thank you. Oh, damn trolls. Anyway, let's commence. Uh-oh. Oh, he's yelling at the dog's driving my husband crazy. My husband got off work a little early. Not much early. He got home like 30 minutes early, but still. The dog's driving him crazy. I love it. He drove me crazy all freaking day. I actually, for the first time ever, had to let the video play to take my dog out because he just couldn't wait a damn minute. He's so spoiled. Oh, Charla, yeah. That's not the real Charla. Thank you, Hope. Hey, Twist. Okay. Let the drama commence.
Foxtrot uniform, are you a turtle? And why is this about you? Why is this about you? PCT has made it about Dolly. Sorry, you were wrong. No, you're making it about a PJ, and that is not what this is about. This is about my friendship with her, and also it's about my opinion that I feel strongly about caring for your parents.
Okay, well then that is about her because you just said it. You just told him it wasn't about her, but it is about her. Okay.
And not disrespecting them at the end. You got to honor your parents.
Hey, Rita.
Even fucking Mission went to his father's funeral. I guess. I don't even know what the fucking asshole did. She didn't see Dolly. She flew there and did not see him. Okay, guys?
Wow. So she really went.
What is this fucking WWE?
So I didn't even think she went. I thought she didn't go.
Look, I have a question for you. I mean, it's not personal, but I mean it actually kind of is, but it's really not.
All right, I'll tell you whether I want to answer it or not. How about
that? All right. Hey, at least you are very straightforward, which I like that about you. Okay. If you don't mind me asking, when was
this as much about PJ? Okay, look at this fucking. First of all, how is this about PJ? How is this about PJ at all? All right, go ahead, Richie.
Okay, all I want to ask you is, when was the last time you ever talked to your siblings?
It's been since my mother passed. We've had emails. It's been.
How long was that though? Like what?
My mother passed on August 27th, 2020. So it's been
about 4 years.
It's going to be 4 years. Yeah, it's right. And the emotion is just as raw, knowing that she suffered in that place. I'm still not over it.
Yeah, if you don't mind me asking,
About my mother. Hold on.
Oh, Hope, you weren't in here earlier. You weren't. I didn't get to tell you. The dealership called about the parts for our truck. They're not budging on the $3,118 at all. Won't budge on a loaner car, but wanted to inform me that they are having a hard time getting parts in. Not only getting the parts in, but also with shipping. So he said that the parts could be there the 12th or the 13th. Provided they are, I should have my truck by the 15th or 16th because, they've got other appointments, right? Screw you, buddy. My truck's been there all week. Okay? You've done nothing. Okay? But tell me how much money it's going to cost. So I said to him, I've got to not only come up with the money to pay you, but now I got to keep a rental car until the 15th or 16th. I said, on my dime? Because Chevy sucks as a dealership? Wow. Interesting. There's no reason, number one, they shouldn't give us a loaner car. Number two, it's highway robbery, what they charge you. And number three, it should be covered under this warranty because it was an issue we've had before with them, and they know it with this truck. Yeah. So, but you to fight that, I would be months without my car, and I can't afford to rent a car for months. Not to mention what all the Ubers cost us. So we got the rental, yeah, because Wells Fargo's great cards and their fantastic chips just never fucking work. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back into them.
First of all, 1 second here. Who is this bitch? Foxtrot. How is it about your mother? How is it about you or PJ? Do you want to come up here and tell me why this is about your completely stupid brain? I am talking about my mother, and I am talking about my friend's mother. I am not talking about Dolly Vision or PJ. You are literally so wrapped up in Dolly Vision's story and PJ that you think this is about them. This is where you are wrong, okay? And you're annoying as fuck, and I will be blocking you if you make one more fucking comment about PJ because it's not about PJ. Foxtrot moron, why don't you foxtrot your stupid ass out of here and go snort your meth and shoot yourself up with some heroin?
Wow!
This is not about PJ at fucking all. I mean, you've got a real problem in your brain. If you've got PJ up your ass, if you've got a crush on PJ, then go have a crush on PJ.
She's not a nice person.
That's not what this live is about. My God. Okay, go on.
Yeah, what Mel said. Okay, look, all I wanted to ask you was, okay, look, you have brothers, right? Brothers that
I have not talked to my siblings since I have not physically talked to them since my mother died.
I understand that, but do they have any kids of their own stuff, like
Oh
like,
yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so
all of my siblings have children except for Bobby, who died.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Does Team Rose like the strike? Maybe I should put some music on in the background just to make sure. I'm fair using it. I'm stopping like I'm supposed to, but people don't seem to. Background music. You want to hear daydreaming, feeding the ducks into space, night driving? Rock. I have no idea what this stuff sounds like, but I'm going to keep it really low, but it's just to make it even more transformative so she can't strike me. Or even try to and make me go through the hassle of a strike, fighting a strike. So let's see. Y'all gonna, okay, so how do you turn the background music down? Let me see if it turns down when I play the video.
You told me
No, that's too loud.
about your brother.
That's too loud. It won't let me turn it down. That's wild. Yeah, it's not gonna let me turn it down. Let me try something. No, why won't it let me turn it down? Oh, I know what I gotta do because I'm sharing screen. Oh, but see, that would take the sound down for the video. Let me try something. No, brilliant idea, but it won't work. Because it's not going to let me turn it down, and that's too loud. And you can't hear the video then. Hey, Destiny. Well, she does. I'll fight it because I'm very using it. But yeah, I'm going to figure that out where I can turn the music down some while it's playing in the background. It's probably something simple I'm just not seeing.
You know, I'm sorry to hear that, but don't you want to know your nieces and your nephews?
You know what? I don't believe you, town crier. I think you're full of shit. I don't believe a word you say because you're a fucking idiot. Okay, go on.
Wow.
I was just gonna ask you, don't you want to know your nieces and your
people are full of so much anger all the time.
I love them. Yeah, but you know what? Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
I don't mean to get that personal, but they are still your family though, right? I mean, of course they are. I mean,
okay, so all right, can I explain?
Roles, right? Yeah, of course.
Listen, my niece, my sister's daughter, who is my niece.
Okay, well, fast forward.
Is she hates me for some reason? I've never understood why. But she's always been she's always been a little bitch to me.
Oh.
And she went out of her way to beg my siblings to not let my mother leave that nursing home and come and live with me, which is what my brother wanted my mom to do when he realized what a big fuck up he made and how he was responsible for putting my mother in that nursing home, a place that my niece worked, right? She worked there. So and she too joined her mother. These are sick, probably been. So her daughter has learned to be the crazy little bitch that her mother taught her to be. So she literally, my niece went out of her way to
I could see why her family might not appreciate her much. If she's on YouTube talking like this, can you imagine what she says to their faces? Yes, sir. I could see why they might not be very pleased with her.
To keep my mother, who was begging to get out of that fucking prison. She was begging to.
Okay, I'm gonna
She's a little bitch, and I would not have even seen that. It was a private email that I wasn't allowed to see. Who the fuck does this chick think she is? Who does she? Not all nephews and nieces are good. This bitch literally ruined.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Behind my back.
But the reason I'm playing this is so you get the premise of what I'm gonna say. On down the road is, I think what she's doing with the paper cut system is projecting her own situation onto Paper Cut Tina. But I just wanted to let you see how she is about what happened with her mom, and so you see it before we get into which is coming up here any minute.
My mother's ending to please her narcissistic, selfish, spoiled self. And guess what? She didn't lift a finger for my mother either. And she never visited my mother or called her or thanked her. When I send her birthday gifts from my mother, she never said thank you. She's a spoiled little brat, okay? Not all nieces and nephews are good. Some of them suck. And that one literally never visited my mother, didn't give a fuck about her grandmother. She didn't give a fuck, but she was calling the shots. She's the reason my mother was in that horrible place. And she's the reason my brother catered to her, not me. Because my sister went ballistic and screamed and yelled and threatened to kill herself, kill me and mom, if my mother came back to me where she wanted to be. This is how sick my family is. And my brothers didn't know what to do, so they catered to my psychotic sister. And
that's why I was playing this, so you get the vibe on what I'm talking about when I'm saying that she's projecting. Do you hear her anger and oh, anger with her situation with her mother. Now, Paper Katina's going to come up here on panel in a minute.
Sister, one day when she sees the light, she's going to be living with a hell of a lot of guilt because I protected her entire childhood, her entire life. I did everything for my sister. For her to betray my mother and I like that in her craziness, she allowed a demon in and she literally ruined this family. So her daughter is a big bitch and I never want to see her daughter again. That's how I truly feel about that one particular niece. Do I love the other ones? Yes. Yes. But one of them, another one, is a big fat fucking raging alcoholic. And he is awful. And he is the one to avoid. He's the one when he drinks, when he's not drinking. When he drinks, he hates his fucking
he's one of those fuckers, huh?
Yeah, he's not like
Oh,
he's
geez.
just he becomes the
Oh,
biggest
man.
asshole fucking boodle there's in contact with. And
Alright.
I did write a card to one of them who sent me a Christmas card, and another one sent me a Christmas card, and I'm writing them back because they're a nice family. And I do love my older sister's kids. My younger sister trained her daughter to hate me, but then her daughter said, "Oh, I always hated Aunt Debbie." Anyway, they called me Aunt Debbie. She said, "I always said this. I'm telling you, this chick is a bitch. Trying to fucking fraud." When I found out, now listen, my older sister, I didn't even know about the letter that she wrote secretly against me. I'm done with this. My mother should not have been locked up. My mother was an earthbound, earthy woman. She believed in earth, nature. She did not take drugs and meds. She wasn't addicted to big fucking pharma. She hated doctors. She hated nursing homes. She wanted to be home with me. She would have been buried in a box. My mother would have just gone to die in the backyard. She was not into all this shit. She needed to be respected, and she wasn't respected. And I am angry about that. And I will be angry about that till I'm not angry about that. And when I see someone's mother ask their child to see them and they don't fucking do it, it breaks my heart in half. And I am angry about that. Right or wrong. And he ruined his life. This kid.
I see what you're saying though, Rose. I mean, I really do. I mean,
thank you. And maybe it's not my business, and I have not said anything all this time. It's like when Tina said, "Oh, I haven't said." Anything about the Sierra thing, I stayed out of it. And then she poked her fucking nose in it, and I almost never was going to speak to Tina again over that. I was about to block her ass, and I was done. I went through a feeling of being done with her for an hour or two, and then I breathed, and then I realized, oh, I still love Tina, and we worked it out. And she apologized to me publicly or whatever for crossing the line. Now she brings up Sierra again. Huh. Yeah, make it about Sierra. Okay, that right there demeans our relationship completely. She thinks this is about Sierra. Well, you can have Sierra. Sierra has caused me nothing but fucking problems behind my little back with her whining and crying. Crybabies, unless your tears are real, this crybaby thing, I have been manipulated by crybabies my whole fucking life. I am a crybaby bullshit detector. If you're gonna fake tears me, I'm not buying it. And I'm not going to watch a woman die without her daughter going to see her and not say something. I just guess I'm finally blown. I'm finally blown. The truth is out. I can't take it. I cannot take that she doesn't visit her mom. I can't listen to another excuse. I don't want to hear it about the money. I don't want to hear it. I want her to visit her mom, plain and simple. And yes, her mom is getting older. Tina said, when my dad was in the hospital, I thought the hospital would fix him, so I didn't bother to go because he was in the hospital, right? He's not going to die. When you're in the hospital, you might die. This is the fucking truth of it. How can you get that wrong? When you go to the hospital, Is there a risk you might die? Put a one
And
in
I
the
was
chat.
muted. Oh my God. Oh Lord. You know, I'd have had a decent mic by now if someone wouldn't have broke my phone a couple weekends ago and I had to go buy a piece of shit emergency phone, but that I actually like. Um really surprised with the quality of video and pictures. It's really good. The sound too. Um but anyway, Rose's, it's not her business. It's not her business. And if they're really friends outside of YouTube, then Rose should have reached out to her friend and spoke to her privately, not on a live on YouTube. But again, it's really not her business. And what I think is Rose is projecting her relationship with her family into Paper Cut Tina's, and it's not. It's not the same. I don't know. Let's get back into
Think
it.
you might die. Somebody might die when they're in the hospital. That's a symbol for I might die. That's what
Mm.
it means. When you're in the hospital, you're all supposed to fucking show up. Am I wrong about that? If your
But
mom or your
but just because you're in the hospital, that is not the symbol that you're going to pass away. You know that, right? A hospital also is for treatment. It's not the symbol that you're gonna meet your demise.
went to the hospital, would you go to the hospital?
Of course.
When you go? When they're in the hospitals, when you go? No, she has not worked in years. Oh my God, I have such a fucking headache.
Oh, twist, just wait. It gets one of the words this dude used, guttural, and I'm not kidding you. It gets guttural.
I mean, go ahead, Richie. Say something. Talk.
Well, I'm just I'm hearing you out, but I mean, what do you want me to say? I mean, about this whole situation, or
I don't know.
you want me to
I'm
change the subject or something?
See, all these people are, undecided. Hospital's the reason my dad died. And you better fucking go. Stroke. They all really close to alcoholic. That was close to my mom. They used to go drinking together. He's part of the reason her brain was fried because he was always taking her out drinking, and that was bad. Then he passed away, and you didn't know he died for 2 weeks. I have no idea why your sister or your mother or the was really, really bad for my mom. And somebody had to wean her off of alcohol. And I was the only one who drank the least. I was drinking then too, but I was the only one who could give. At one point, her brain was so wacky. You've got to wean her slowly, or she's gonna have another. So, and my mother's much better. She was always able to use the
Pretty much.
Richie. They also drink hard stuff.
Drink the hard stuff.
Whatever it is.
I mean, that's about it. But
well, you like to drink your beer. And she thought that he was going to be okay because he was in the hospital. She didn't go, and he died, and she did not find out for 2 weeks. She said that she didn't know that he died.
Hey, Rose, I have an idea though. Hey, make a poll in the live chat, and then
Paper cut. Is she saying paper cut? Okay, didn't know. But paper cut says they talk all the time. That's kind of weird, but okay. Hey, Kay. Welcome back. I thought I saw you earlier. Oh, y'all get a chance. I played Nonsense's live from earlier because had I known, like I said, I didn't see that she was going live, or I'd have adjusted mine, so I could have been there. But she did a good live, and it needs to be done, and these people need to be called out.
Say how many people would visit their loved ones ASAP in the hospital, and then the other question is how many would I don't know, not do it.
I mean, who would put a one?
Should make that poll though.
They all did. They already put a one in the chat. They said, if your loved one was in the hospital, put a one in the chat if you go, and a bunch of people put a one in the chat.
Oh, of course I would go. I mean, fucking heartbeat I would go. Shit. I mean, of course. I mean, fuck. Shit.
You know what? In all fairness, and maybe she couldn't afford to go. Maybe she didn't have. I don't think Paper Cut drives or has a car, Maybe she couldn't afford to go. I don't know. But that's not for you to judge her on being a friend. This is something that you should not be talking about on the YouTube streets. And if you find it necessary to talk about it, you should talk about it to her. No one else. This isn't content.
Both her parents helped her. Now I was like, well, the parents must have done something wrong. There must have been something wrong in this family for Megan to not believe that when your parents in the hospital, you go. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. And I was like, I'm not going to judge. I'm going to try not to judge, because
But you
I don't know the
judged.
situation. First, I was judging. I admittedly was judging. And by the way, guys, I'm not against judging. If you're allowed to make judgment calls in life, you're allowed to have a judgment. You're allowed to decide this is right, this is wrong. I believe that I'm going to do this, and I'm going to believe I'm not going to do that because these are my judgments. I believe that when my loved one's in the hospital, I'm going to go to their fucking side right away. That's what I'm going to do. If you don't do that,
Huh?
I'm going to probably secretly judge you. I'm going
I
to either
don't
say
know.
something
I
or
didn't
not.
hear
I have
anybody.
not said a word about this for a year.
Well,
I have
I
not
didn't.
said a word about her not. I have allowed that story that her mother said. Her mother was busy. Her mother had friends. No, her mother was just trying to make Megan feel okay about not visiting her. That's my take on it, and I've heard the story many times.
But it's not for you
Hey,
to
Rose,
judge.
I was going to actually call you, like, I mean, not like, I mean, with the
Okay.
Facebook phone, like,
Gonna call?
I was gonna call. Wait. Hey.
PCT is here telling me to get my lies straight. You said you couldn't
Oh,
get a hold of him.
Paper
Why couldn't you get a
Katina
hold of him?
says,
Is it because
my dad was in the hospital for 2 days. I couldn't get a hold of him for 2 weeks. Get your lies straight. Ooh, ouch. Paper Katina just told you. There you go.
he was dead?
I was in
Why couldn't you?
hospital
You said you
2 weeks
didn't know
ago.
your dad died for 2 weeks, PCT. You said you didn't know for 2 weeks that your
I'm
dad
staying out
had
of this.
died. And how is it you couldn't get a hold of him? Wasn't he in the hospital? Weren't there nurses? Get your lies straight. All right, let me get my lies straight. You told me your dad died, that your dad was in the hospital. You told us all. And that you didn't go because you thought the hospital would fix him. Now, that's a big mistake. Then he passed away, and you didn't know he died for 2 weeks. I have no idea why your sister or your mother or the wife of your dad did not tell you that your dad died. Was it because they didn't think you cared? Because you didn't go? I mean, I don't understand. I taught my family to show up for each other. You weren't allowed to go see your dad. He died with his partner and stepkids around him. I'd only known him a few years in his hospital. I was allowed one visitor. Oh, my God. Are you serious? Oh, my God. What? I'd only known him a few years. You adopted, hon? Did you find him later?
We couldn't go see my husband's father when he was in the hospital with COVID dying. That's how it is.
You're on in life. That's crazy. Let me get my lies straight, PCT. Now look, yeah, you judge. Yeah, I judge things. I don't like child abuse. I don't like the traffickers. I'm judging against them. I don't give a fuck. Somebody said to me that Candace Bly was gonna have a stroke.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry.
Jody Sue Brown has cancer. Good. I hope they all fucking rot. What should happen to those people in the trafficking ring is what they did.
But I get it.
Summer.
Thank you for coming in.
Beat and kill her. That is what those people deserve. And if they have a stroke and cancer, good. That's my judgment. I don't care about those people that hurt that little girl.
I agree with you. Okay.
Liar. She didn't meet up with Dolly. She flew there. I didn't say she was a big liar about that. Foxtrot, who the fuck? Yeah, your dad died in the hospital. So why didn't anybody tell you? What kind of disconnect is here that you didn't know? Yeah, your dad died in the hospital because he went to the hospital because he was sick. He was dying. He was in his 80s, right? Was he in his 80s? He died in the hospital. He didn't answer his phone because he was dead? Damn, what a fucker. Jesus. He didn't answer his phone because he was dead. You don't make any sense to me, PCT. Why didn't your sister tell you he was dead?
You want me to hop on down? That way that somebody can post a leak and
PCT, do you think that when an older person is in the hospital that it might be the last time? Because if you don't think that, you need to think that. I'm trying to teach you something. It could be the last time. You don't say, oh, the hospital's going to fix them. Are you insane? Are you insane, darling?
You might as well just drop the link, Rose.
For who? For who?
For
who? Who do you want me to drop the link for? Because you're sick of listening to me scream and yell?
No. I didn't say
He was
that.
in the hospital, Tina. What do you mean he wouldn't answer his door even to his brother? Why? Because he was in the hospital. What are you talking? Was he dead at home or did he die in the hospital? This story makes no sense. He was dying. He died. He died. He was dying. He died. That means he was dying. You think you just die when you're not dying? He obviously had.
You know what? Get the hell out of my chat. Threatening someone's children. What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you fucking idiot? Stupid fucking troll. Get out of my chat. Nonsense ain't what the BS. No, she's not. And I'm glad that I wish Betty would have showed what little border content she had because, hey, Mickey, did you all catch any screenshots of that troll that I just got rid of? Threatening my son, putting my son's name in my chat. What the fuck is wrong with you people? What the hell is wrong with you? He's a 6-year-old child. What are you doing putting his name in my chat? You better hope I don't find out who your ass is. You sick son of a bitch. You got it, Hope? Come in here threatening someone's child, putting a 6-year-old's name in my chat. What the hell is wrong with you?
A health issue. The only way I knew my dad was dying due to his new wife was someone came up to me in the hospital. I was working.
Next time you see, and I'm serious, next time that needs to be turned into YouTube. That needs to be turned into YouTube. Yeah, it does. Even though I'm sure it's a fake account. That's some bullshit. Come in here putting my child's name in chat. You fucking idiot. I'll make it my life to find out which troll your ass is. Go back to your hate group. We don't want you here. You're not welcome. You're trash for even talking about a child. You're a piece of shit.
Me. This was a huge trauma 940 bed hospital. His new wife came up to me in the hospital.
And you can bet I will be making sure
he was sick. Yeah, he was sick.
That I go over in person and make sure the detective gets that one.
And then he died because he was dying. He was sick. He was dying. When you're over 80, you're dying, Tina. What the fuck? I don't understand this at all. No, that Foxtrot. She shouts out for everyone to sub up to everybody's channel but mine. That's probably true. Well, she. Now you love me? Okay, I'm completely confused. Yeah, I don't get this. I don't get this. I'm completely fucking confused. You know, do you know why, Tina? Because you're not stupid. All right, explain. I don't know. I didn't say I wanted her on the panel. She won't let me up. Watch. Give me a minute before I let you take over and talk where no one can interrupt you.
Wow. I still can't believe someone came in my chat and put that shit in there about my son. Don't worry, as the channel holder, I have access to all the comments I report and block and hide. So I'll have enough info to give the detective. I hope the hell they find out who you are. You ever mention my fucking kids again.
What happened to your dad? Okay, fine. You really want to come up and tell what happened to your dad? I can fucking stand it. Probably start yelling. I don't even know if I want her to come up. Fine, come up and explain. What happened to your dad?
If you guys talk, bros, you want me to hop on down?
I
Just
don't
out of
know.
respect. I mean, you know,
I don't know. It's probably
I'm
good
just
you're there.
saying. You know, I don't want to. No, I'm just saying. I don't want to get like in the middle of this, but you know, that's all.
Okay, this is what happened. My daughter's birthday is March 3rd. The last time we
I'll be on
talked,
mute. I'll be on mute.
the last time we talked was March 1st. He said, please call me on her birthday so I can play the piano and wish her happy birthday. I said, I will, Dad. As far as his health, he had switched doctors from a male to a female. She got him off a whole bunch of different meds. He was feeling better, even different vitamins. Things were really quite good. He was happy. He was sounding really good.
Wow.
Okay, he never called on the 3rd. We called him. He didn't answer. I called him again the next day. He didn't answer. I said, Dad, I'm really worried. Call me back. He didn't call me back for 2 more days. I called my uncle. My
You know,
uncle is
I'm
the only
sorry,
person.
but that just struck me, man. I don't know what's going on. My thing is not charging. It says it was fully charged, but it wasn't. I'm sorry. I'll bring the video back, but I'm really just pissed off right now. I am truly fucking pissed off that someone would come in and say something like that about a child. Nothing but play people's words. I don't never go after no one's real life, no one's children. I would never do that. And also, part of the reason I think that happened is I went into studio so I could get the information I needed off of it for the detective. In case anything would happen when I'm done with my stream. And I guess it was, I thought I had a full battery. It says it is, but that way, and I think it also booted me. But yeah. That's freaking insane, man. You don't do that shit. You don't do that shit. Fuck you. That's a baby. And you asshole, you clearly never watched me, because if you did, you'd know that my son that I did lose that passed away's birthday Sunday. You fucking asshole. Fucking asshole.
Over there every single day. They weren't returning my calls. So then, literally close to 2 weeks go by.
Oh, I know,
I
Hope.
didn't
It
know what
wasn't.
was going on, but I figured he was okay because he wasn't.
You're right, Hope. That wasn't random. Not at all. Get out of my chat. Wait, screenshot that shit, and don't delete it yet. I want to report it to YouTube because it'll give me a hard Now I will have a hard copy for the detective. How did they get back in here? I blocked that Charlotte account.
Having heart, issues or anything like that. It was his kidneys. And he was very, very careful not to get the COVID.
Yeah, they keep making accounts like every time we time them out or block them. But you and I both know, Hope, what group that's from.
He would handle things with paper towels. He wouldn't go into stores. He wouldn't even go into the bank. He was very, very careful. So for me to think he was in the hospital,
You knew he was in the hospital. They
No,
told you
I
he was.
didn't
You said
know
that
yet.
before.
Stop interrupting. I didn't know yet. So then I get a phone call from my aunt, and she goes, Megan.
Rose, how are you telling her what she knows about her situation with her father? You're trying to tell her how it was.
Larry's in the hospital. And I said, what? And she said, yes. But she made it sound like he was just there and going to be okay. And I said, how on earth did he end up there? He's always been afraid to go there.
Hey, Sheila.
He thinks he's going to get COVID if he goes there. And
Hey,
she
Mandy.
said, Bill went by for a few days. He wouldn't answer the
go
door.
ahead, put on subs only.
Finally, he opened the door and he was
I'll
weak.
do it.
Your dad hadn't been eating. He hadn't been drinking water. Maybe he had COVID and didn't want to tell anyone. I said, all right. So now he's in the hospital. So I think he's going to be okay because he's in the hospital. So I called up that day. Okay, actually, was he there that? No, he had been there the night before. So then he lasted.
I want to put it on. We can put it on subs only. I have to go. How do I do that on StreamYard side? I have to go into my settings, right? You already did? Oh, so they're actually subbed. Just to come in and say that, huh? Yeah. Thank you, Hope. Yeah, definitely cater.
The whole night, the next day came, and I tried to talk to him the next day because I couldn't talk to him that night. I call the next day. I hear my dad kind of fussing around in a bed or something, and a nurse going, "Stop it, Larry," like that. So I don't know if he's just trying to get out of the bed or what the hell. But for me to think he's going to die within 35 minutes, 35 fucking minutes. That was the last breath I heard. So a nurse comes on and she's like, I said, I'm his daughter. And apparently the person that was allowed to share information is my half brother, Noah, who I've only met twice. It lives in Wisconsin. And I got kind of upset. And And she's like, well, he'll be okay.
The real Megan said if you want the screenshots she has of the threats she got on her live, she will give them to you from her live from those trolls. Yeah, that would work. She's getting them too. Freaking disgusting people. You leave kids alone. You leave kids out of it. How are you, Sheila? Hey, Ms. Voodoo. Tina is who brought out the private into a live, not Rosie. After Tina did that, Rosie retaliated. Yeah, they're going back and forth. You know what? You got to be a really sick, demented, and very sad and lonely person to get in to be a troll in chats threatening small children. I actually pity you. I actually pity you.
Okay. And I said, what do you mean he'll be okay? I'm his daughter. I'm in Washington State. He's not dying, is he? I said it just like that. And she said, no, well, I can't talk to you about why he's here, some crap like that. And I asked to speak to the supervisor.
Who? I never thought Nikki was. What are you talking about, KCG? I never said anybody was behind. I never said anybody was behind the troll. I don't know who it is. My guess is someone from the Gator group. That's a big group. You know how many's in that group? There are a lot. You know, one of the Twitter bunches. I don't know. I never said it was anybody in specific. Don't say that. Don't even allude to that. That will start trouble. Whose chat are you talking about that you went into? All right, Brittany.
Supervisor, and the supervisor came on and literally told me that they're like working on him or something like this. So that then I said, is he dying? Is my dad dying?
They
And they're
threaten her
like, no,
children
he's in good
too
hands or
the
something
same
like
way. Jesus. Disgusting. Totally disgusting. There's no reason for that. But Tina is who started this for content, not Rose. Okay. I think they're both guilty. But okay.
like this. Okay, so then I hear my dad's voice in the background. The nurse say that I have to hang up. And all damn fucking evening, I'm trying to call my aunt and uncle. And I'm starting to get pissed. And I'm literally like, Roxanne, you know, Bill has to get back to me. You guys have to get back to me. That's my father. What is going on? She finally gets back and tells me, she goes,
Thank you, Tammy Sue. I appreciate that.
oh, Megan, Bill didn't tell you? And I said, no. And then I said it. I said, he died, didn't he? And she said, yes, I'm so sorry. And I fucking freaked. I gasped, I yelled out. I was like, oh my God, no. And because I hadn't seen him in so many years, she acted like, why am I acting like that? But that's my dad, you know? Her I don't know. So anyway, that's what happened. So for me to come over here and now you're on to my father and saying things that aren't true, which you assume they're true. Maybe you misunderstood my message. He wasn't in the hospital for 2 weeks. I didn't have a chance to get on a fucking plane and go visit him. Goodbye.
Does she have a chance to get on a plane and go visit her mom? Does she have a chance to go visit her mom before the same thing fucking happens? Well, you have a chance to go visit your mom, my dear. You have a chance to go visit your mom and not have the same thing happen. Yeah, I mean, are you gonna make it better with your mom? You gonna make it better with your mom, or you're gonna sit there and say the same thing? I didn't know, I didn't know, I didn't know. You know, Tina, you know, she's dealing with a lot. She's got this guy with cancer. She's been dealing with that by herself. I mean, that's got to be hard to be constantly taking. I know what it's like to take care of somebody dying. It is fucking hard. And you know what you want when you're taking care of somebody dying? You want your siblings, if you have any living fucking siblings, you want them to show up and care. You want
My God, I was muted because my husband came out and I didn't unmute. Anyway, this is Paper Cut Tina's response. I'm sorry, Hope. I'm not even going to mute it no more. I'm sick of I'm done. This is guttural. It's trigger warning. Some of it I won't play. I'll fast forward through some of it because it could, it could bother you. It could trigger people. But it gets guttural. Oh, I knew that wasn't Megan. Anyway. Maybe Yeah, I'm okay, Hope. I'm just over this freaking mic. But anyway, I'm just over this freaking week. It's been. And then someone's going to come in my chat and say shit like that about a 6-year-old child. You're trash. You're trash. You're a keyboard boy who sits behind a keyboard or on his little iPad because you have no life. You're a sad, lonely, poor excuse for a human being. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is the 9-minute version. I forgot Tina has 2 versions. She has the 9-minute version, and then she has this version. I forgot. What am I doing? See, I'm all pissed off now and totally thrown off, which is they succeeded because it's about my kids. You pissed me off. And now I'm going to make it my purpose to find out what troll
Now
it
I'm
is.
live again already.
And Lord, I hope it's not, has nothing to do with the rapper accounts, which I don't, I'm leaning in one direction. So, and Charlotte, I hope, I don't know if you're listening or not, but I hope you know, I know it's not you, and I know you have nothing to do with it. I know it's a troll. And the same thing with Megan. I know that wasn't Megan. And I don't believe Megan has anything to do with it. I just don't.
Because she's over there basically spreading lies, literally doing a live, saying, I have problems with my mother, literally doing a live saying, I don't really want to visit my mother. I mean,
Trigger warning, I'm telling you. It gets guttural.
this is the most underhanded thing I've ever
Night
experienced in
T,
my
thanks for
life.
coming in.
I would rather
Appreciate
be
you.
cyberbullied. No, I'm serious. I would rather be cyberbullied for the next 365 day and nights
Wow.
than have somebody out there. Well, she's over there right now lying about me. Okay?
So?
This isn't going to be a long live. I'm simply saying my life, my facts, and my truth right here. And you guys can go over and believe her and her lies, or you can believe what I'm saying because I live it. And it's my mother, not hers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? My mother is not her mother.
Mm-hmm.
She's gone as far as to say in messages to me, you guys, that if I don't visit her, she will. She didn't say that this time. She said it last time. She went on a rant that wasn't quite as mean in my messenger.
Okay. Now, you heard how upset she is, right? Now, I'm going to show you something. Oops, wait a minute. I'm going to show you something here. Sir Duke, will you please not do that? I know you too, but please don't do that. This, uh, she got a long intro. She got like a 10-minute intro. Don't people? That's too long. I think mine's too long. I'm going to shorten mine. I, I don't know. 10 minutes is, I don't know. Just me though. Now I'm in a raunchy mode. All right. Trigger. Trigger warning.
Hi, how's my sound?
Now I showed you how she worked up to being upset, but here we go.
I just, this is unfucking real. Okay, I didn't start this.
Tammy Sue, there's my emails on my channel in my about section.
this.
I'll give Nikki the ones I have.
Okay. I read a little letter. I'm going to see if I can find it. On top. Good, I found it.
Oh boy.
Okay, let's start from the beginning. And you tell me, I hope Rose is streaming me. Go ahead and fucking stream me. You're too chicken shit to even wait and see what I say, okay? Because you're used to doing all the fucking muttering and dribbling out of your mouth. This is the letter from my mom. Dear Meg, just a quick note. Okay. How are you doing? Then she asks about my daughter. I wish you could help your, son. I have COVID. I've been sick as well as has Steve. I don't know what to take her brother. Maybe call much anymore. Okay, let's get something straight right here. Every single week, I called her. We talked every single week. And for one time now, I went 2 weeks without calling her because I got caught up in the YouTube crap. All right? 2 weeks. And that was odd to her. Okay, that doesn't mean I don't call her. That doesn't mean I don't love her. Okay, it doesn't mean we don't every single summer that comes, if she has time or she has the money or whatever for me to get there. Let's get another thing straight. She hasn't helped me financially my whole life. She offered about 6 years ago. And it was literally one time a month, and it was $40. Then it was $80, and she asked to move it up. Okay. Lately, it's been $100 for the past 4 years. Now it's going down to $50 a month because that's what she can afford. And I'm like, that's okay, Mom. I get a PayPal and a Cash App now and then. So if you ask me, that isn't someone that's using their mother. She offered. She wouldn't have offered if she didn't have the money. Okay, not only that, I've never gotten fucking child support from either of the dads. Not one fucking penny. Not one. Okay, I've raised my kids. I've done it all. I haven't had a husband around or anything to do that. Now I did have a husband for 8 years. Okay, he worked his ass off designing roads and things like that, like I said in my last live. Okay, this, you don't call much anymore, meaning the last couple of weeks. Rose is going to go in her brain and go, oh God, she never calls her mother. There must be problems. There must be issues. She's practically calling me a piece of fucking shit. And she keeps at it. She keeps fucking at it. That's bullshit. And then Mark Terry, fucking today, how dare you say that I bared my body, my parts. No, I fucking didn't. Okay, no, I didn't. And you egged it on. And you fucking know it. Trusted you too.
not as someone I would ever, be friends with, like friends, but at least like a YouTube friend where you'd want to come over every little chance you get, Mark Terry, on Ernie Shells, on Roses. Where are you going to go next and say, oh, PCT got my channel struck? What the fuck? There was no talk about what people were going to do. That's a lie right there. You lie too. Talk about what we're going to dance and what we're going to do. Team Rose fucking chickened out. She doesn't like being told anything. She left that in a voice message to me. But guess what? She sure can turn around and tell everyone else what to do, can't she? And another lie. Whoever said I was crying on my last live, find one fucking tear from me. Find fucking one. But I'm about to this time because I miss my mom and she called me today. You know what she said? She said, Megan, I saw you dancing. And I said, oh, like that. And she said, yeah, so did everyone else. And I said, what do you mean everyone else? She said, well, word gets around. I said, what do you mean? My cousins, my aunts, my uncles, in the Midwest. She said, well, I don't know who, but, and I said, I'm not doing that anymore, Mom. And she said, this is what she said. This is how loving and kind and understanding my mother is. I was even a little surprised at this. She said, you do what you want. That's okay. She said, but be careful. That's what she said. And I said, I know, Mom. I don't want to attract the wrong attention. And I said, to rant. And she kept saying it. She kept saying it. She fucking kept saying it. Well, you don't love your mother. What's the real problem? What did she do to you? What did you do to her?
saved and unmuted. Everything was all saved. No, I was muted on purpose because I was fast forwarding through these videos. I had all this stuff saved, and then when the thing went, everything went. I had saved, so I had to do it again. Sorry, but I was muted on purpose because I didn't want you to hear. Oh, Alice, they will be.
And they take their
Thank you
whole
for coming
fucking
in.
past, and project their problems, their dead mother's issues or non-issues with their siblings on you. And she kept saying it. She fucking kept saying it. Well, my sister did that. My mother did this. So she's going to project it on me. Fucking why? You couldn't pay me money to scream at me the way she screamed at me. I mean, I'm shaking. I'm sitting on my mattress with my legs crossed, and my legs are shaking at how she's treating me. And you're damn right I'll go live. You know why? You want to know why? I'll tell you why. Because she's dying. She's been dying for a half hour to rant, as she calls it, about me and my mom. I'm not even fucking kidding you. It doesn't matter that I left her a voice message and explained why I haven't been able to get there in 12 years. Time flies fucking by when you have CPS involved in your life 12 years ago. And then you've got to fucking figure out shit when you get your daughter back between the dad. And everything costs fucking money, and you're trying to figure this out and get a lawyer for this. And then they drop this and that and the other thing. Then my mother's husband then none of us have any fucking money for 2 years to just fly willy-nilly like everyone else in the fucking world can do. Okay, I can't just go to California like she can. I'm fucking furious right now. And then her husband gets cancer, and they do a year worth of fucking chemo.
Can you guys hear it now? I muted on purpose there for a minute because I was playing to get to the clips that I wanted to show you that I already had preloaded that I lost when my laptop shut up. Sorry guys, it's been a night, but and I kept getting the wrong clips because everything was lost. But anyway, I hope you can hear it now.
Oh, and after that, they have to do a year of radiation. Okay, she and I talk every fucking week. Every fucking week. And I was feeling bad because I got too damn involved with fucking YouTube in the last few weeks to contact my mother, but I don't deserve this. Okay, this is bullshit, Rose. I thought I could trust you. Out of fucking everybody, I thought I could trust you. You just
Trigger
wanted to
warning.
fucking rant. Yeah, I'll rant on my own channel. Look at you. You've been dying to do it for a half hour, and you wouldn't even listen to my message. I asked you over and over again. No, what do you say to me? What do you say to me, Team Rose? I went to the end and heard all I needed to hear, your excuses. That's bullshit. Trust no one. Thank you, Sally, that girl. Trust no one. Trust fucking no one. You liar, Team Rose. I ran into you privately. You make it like I don't even want to be on fucking YouTube ever again. My daughter's probably going to wake up. I trusted you.
Okay.
Did you buy an effing plane ticket? You're telling me to leave tomorrow.
Tina, calm down. You're going to have a stroke or something. Calm down. Take a couple deep breaths. A comment about you not going to see your mom, you're really... chill out. It's a little too over the top dramatic. I get you being upset because, in all honesty, it's none of Team Rose's business. But chill out a little bit. Just bring it down a couple octaves.
Tomorrow.
Whoa.
We visit each other in the summertime when we can.
It's been 12 years.
Run your own life. Don't run mine. How dare you?
Is that what Rose's issue is? Because it has been 12 years? Why is that Rose's business? Oh, don't you even shut back off. If this power shuts back off again, I'm going to scream. It shouldn't do that. As long as it's plugged in, it should be running, period. Oh, I'm so over it.
How dare you?
Ooh.
Everything is so easy for you to fucking rant about. This is my life. She's not fucking dying. She's 83. go
she
see her
is.
when she can see me.
You can hear the hurt. She really thought Rose was her friend. Good night, Feisty. Thanks for coming in. Sorry about all the issues tonight. But thanks for coming in. Hope you're awesome. Thank you for hanging with me. I'd be lost without you. Brittany, you too.
Not about me just jumping on a plane with my daughter. It costs money.
Oh,
The one fucking person I thought I could trust was you. The one fucking person.
she
And
really
I'm not
thought.
gonna just show up at her door, Team Rose. I'm not gonna just show up at her door like you can with your daughter and your grandbaby. Yeah, she says she misses me. I'll see her this summer if we can get the fucking money. How dare you try to make me feel worse than I already do? How dare you try to blame me that I didn't see her this past summer when I told you and fucking society that she had visitors? Fuck the money. And then you say, if you'll give me the money, you don't think I'll get on the goddamn airplane? How fucking dare you? Thank you, Running Bear. At least some people can understand and they don't project. Stop projecting your issues with your mother because she's passed and your sister on me.
And I think she did
I
that.
know that, Team Rose. No shit. So hopefully
And
it'll
I do think there's projection here. I really do.
happen this summer. But if they both have COVID again for some goddamn reason because they don't wear their masks like I do, I've never gotten it. Everyone I goddamn know has.
You've never
Yeah,
gotten
I'll
it?
go before she fucking dies. I'm going.
Wow, I think you're the only one I know that's never gotten it. Well, I don't know you, but you know what I mean. Well, no, that's probably not true. That's probably not true. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. But most everybody I know has had it more than once.
This summer, if I can get there. Don't you
Hey, Granny's
fucking
watching.
ever
Whoa,
get on that messenger and treat
whoa,
me like that again.
Tina,
Ever.
Tina, no, you never, ever let them get to you like this. Never, because they win. She's sitting there winning and smiling because she's getting the actual guttural reaction she wanted out of you. Never give it to them. Do it off of YouTube. That way they're not winning. I mean, you can have, but you're right. It was none of Rose's business in the first place.
Don't you ever treat me like you did Sierra. I heard those messages and they fucking scared me, lady.
Yikes.
They scared me. And even after all that, she wanted to be your friend. You're yelling and putting people down scares people. Don't you forget it, Rose. And then you got to throw that you gave me money. You gave me $60. I'll give it back to you. You want your gifts back? What the fuck do you want from me? What the fuck do you want from me? You want me to visit my mother to make yourself feel better? I'll get there when I fucking can.
Okay, Tina, I need you to take some deep breaths and calm down. I'm being totally serious. You're gonna stroke out, girl. Chill out. Take some deep breaths. Maybe don't go live for a minute. Just total. This is, a bit much. I get you're upset, but don't win like this. She's totally winning.
Go do your shows. Go do your shows, Team Rose. Go fucking do your shows right now. Have fun. Curse me. Make me feel like shit. Give me another fucking stroke. I don't care now.
Ooh. I just want to give her a hug. I really do. I just want to give her a hug. No one should be this upset. Hey, Gina Marie. You walked in to the YouTube streets. Drama. Oh, the drama. Uh-oh. That was the end of that. She cut it short. And then there's a longer part of it in the video I was playing. But yeah. And then she has these calls, these messages from Rose. And then, um, now mind you, Rose has made multiple, hey Adam, Rose has made multiple videos responding to Tina as well. I'll play a little bit of this and then we'll go listen to some of Rose's response. And then that's it. I'm done with that subject. It's just, and they'll be going back and forth with this for months. I don't get it, but yeah, for months. Let's see. She has a really long intro, so told you. I'm gonna speed her up. Are you all really gonna fight over $55? Rose started it. Yeah, she had no business. I don't think that this was any of Rose's business. And as a friend, if she felt that it was something she needed for some reason to talk about, she should have talked to her about it off YouTube. That's just my. But at the end of the day, it's not Rose's business. I mean, yeah, the stories don't make sense that Tina tells. And 12 years is a long time. But that's also her and her mother's business. Sometimes Tina overshares. But you never let them win like she just let Rose win. I get that she was hurt and upset, but that's why you take that minute. And again, it booted me. Sorry. If it boots me again, I'm just going to go on through my phone and just play the audio and not even play the video. I don't know why it keeps doing it. Everything's plugged in. I don't know if it's my end, their end, but it just keeps booting me. I only have one tab open because I know how StreamYards and YouTube hasn't been working right. Oh, I got to reshare screen. Wait a minute. Unbelievable. I have no idea why it keeps doing that. I am so over this week. Oh, this was supposed to be a good show tonight, and it hasn't been. I'm having all kind of issues here. I'm so sorry.
Dollars that I even asked for that, and then
Fuck.
I asked for
I
more.
can't catch
Are
a
you
break.
fucking kidding me? You are such a liar. I used to have respect for you. I thought you were an honest person. You're not. So, on my little flip phone, I'm going to show you. And I'm just going to show you. Okay, this is her name. Deborah Director, February 5th, payment received. February 5th. Now, the amount is 55. And then people can be like, oh, well, what if it isn't her? So I took a picture of the entire thing. You guys can take your little magnifying glasses if you ever want to. There it is. You can barely see it. Deborah Director.
And there's Tina bringing receipts, Rose. Tina's bringing receipts.
February 5th, payment received, 55. Okay. That actually, I'm just realizing, was for Truth Seeker. That wasn't even for me. It was not a month ago that my son got his little tablet. Okay, so give me proof. When you sent me $60 for that tablet, that whole thing was Truth Seeker. It just
Okay, I'm not trying to butt in Tina's real life, but she does share a lot on here. You did? You got attacked in Rose's chat? Why am I not surprised? Wow. Not surprised. But, Tina, your kids are grown. Can I ask why you support them? I mean, encourage them to build a career, to build a life for themselves. Because let's face it, we all leave this earth at one time or another. And they're going to have to learn to fend for, and they're going to have to know how to fend for themselves. I don't know. I'm just asking. I know you put a lot out here, and I know, you know, just you seem like a really sweet person. You really do. And you seem to be, people take advantage of that. Let's put it that way.
dawned on me just now. Because people were sending me money, remember? To go through my PayPal to hers. And she showed a receipt. She got 180 or 210, one or the other, of what?
I don't know. Her son has a lot of problems. Oh, well, maybe she could like look into getting, just he could get disability or something, and if he can't, if he's got a lot of problems and he can't work and stuff. A lot of people do that. Hell, they had a rash of parents getting it for their kids that were ADHD and ADD. It's crazy. I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to get, real personal or nothing with her. I'm just saying she does share a lot, and maybe there's info she don't know about. Maybe somebody could help her with some. I don't know. Can't hurt to look into.
What she got towards her water bill. So anyway, then I went to Cash App, and guess what, Rose? Your name in my list of things, there's about 14 people in the last 4 or 5 months that gave me a little, Cash App, a 5 or 25, whatever. Your name isn't on there. So I want proof. I want proof. Okay? And while I'm at it, everybody, hi, everybody. Thanks for supporting me. Because I'm not a fucking liar. Thank you. I mean, I just can't believe it. Oh, she said her name before on her live. Okay? She's been calling me Megan, Mama T. Mama T. She's been calling me Megan for fucking a day and a half while she's done her 8-hour lives and 6-hour lives and 7-hour lives and 5-hour lives on me. But she's turning it around and saying, no, now it's the topic of all people need to visit their mothers. Bullshit. Why did she bring my father into this? She brought my father into this yesterday. And she was lying. She makes up her own narrative. Her father was in the hospital for 2 weeks. Bull fucking shit. Try like 2 days or a day and a half. I didn't get a hold of him for 2 weeks. Get your fucking lies straight. That's what I say. Okay? She needs to get her lies fucking straight. So I got up on her panel and I told what the truth is. Nobody has the right. If people want to put me down and call me names or a hussy or I need a strip pole or whatever the hell, I don't give a shit. But you're going to talk about my mom and my dad, who I haven't seen in 12 years? There's reasons. There's reasons. CPS was involved 2 weeks after I got back off the train with my 7-year-old daughter. I didn't drink on the train there and I didn't drink on the way back. And I was feeling sorry for myself about something. And I was on my Zoloft. I hadn't eaten that day and the alcohol hit me like crazy at 7 p.m. I was in a blackout to the point where my neighbor called CPS. Okay? It could have taken me a year to get her back. I got her back in 3 fucking months. Think about that. That's good. Now, even after I got her back, I had to continue. There were conditions. I had to continue to go to outpatient treatment, which was supposed to be for 12 months. Well, guess what? They said I was finished at 10 because I didn't miss anything. I didn't miss a beat. I went to more than 8 AA meetings a week. I went to 7 times 3, probably 21 a week. To the point where, I don't care if it sounds like
Don't you knock that stuff off the table.
Out of
Don't
all 20
you do
people
it.
in my group,
No.
the little
Don't
gift that you get
do
for
it.
going to the most AA meetings.
Oh,
I
big
won.
old verb. You
I
big
wasn't
old
trying to win.
Teletubby.
It's just
Yes,
AA
yes.
became my family at that time. My mom was in Iowa again still. My sister in Missouri. My father was alive then, but he was in Iowa. Okay, so that's
TMI, Tina.
And then her father trying to get custody and all this shit, get her on a bus.
Okay.
You know
I'm going
what?
to fast
This
forward.
isn't going to change her. The second time we married, and then I was
See, that's too much
interpreted or
info.
want it to sound.
Tina.
That's bullshit.
That's TMI, Tina. TMI. Keep some of that to yourself. You don't need to put it all over YouTube for people to use it against you. And they will. They will. They'll twist it up. They'll turn it inside out. You got to keep some things to yourself. You know, private life is private life. It's all right to, commingle some of it, but not the deets. Not all them deets. Too much.
You object to bullshit? Now I'm going to play these. Is everyone here? Wait till you fucking hear these. Okay? And you know what? This isn't going to change her. Rose will never change.
Hi, Ryan.
But she can get a taste of what
TMI, Tina.
fucking twice. And I'll tell you why I'm doing this. I'm doing this, you guys. I'm doing this to show you why I had
Thank
to go
you,
live
Tammy
first
Sue.
and get it the fuck out there. Boom. Go ahead, Rose. Rant and rave. Because she was seething at the fucking bit. Seething to go live about me. And I beat her to the punch. So people can go around and say all they want. Oh, she brought it real life first. She brought it public. You fucking would too if you had gotten these messages. And here they are. Turning them up. I'm going to go to the end of comments. And you guys put a 1 in chat if you can hear. This is the first one.
They're hard to hear. I'm going to turn it up.
Because I'm about to explode. Please stop me. I'm more sensitive. I have a sound thing. When I get to a certain point, I will listen to your message, but I have to wait until I'm ready to receive. Because if there's a single excuse, I will blow. And I don't want to go on a rant. I'm holding myself back from going on a public rant about this. This is about mother. This is what I matter. This is what I represent. Mother, daughter, sister, family. And I lost.
Yeah, that's actually a flip phone. Yeah. I know that there's newer versions of a flip phone, like the Galaxy has one, don't they? Um, Samsung has one. Um, yeah, yeah. That's. I'm thinking it's one of those. I think that's what they give. Well, I don't even know if they give those with the free government phones anymore. I'm not exactly sure, but I do know people do have. Yeah, yeah.
My mother's abuse. I don't want to lose you over your mother's abuse.
That's two so far.
I will make sure I look at the email Tammy soon. I will also send what I have too. Again, thanks.
We're on number 3.
I will listen. My mother suffered because my sisters refused to go see her, and they had all the fucking excuses, and it was wrong, and I still cry about watching my mother suffer to this day, and I will be crying the tears for your mother. You won't get to if you don't see her. I don't want to hear a single excuse. I just can't. I'm sorry. I'm waiting because I don't want to blow, and I'm taking respect out of myself. I don't want to blow. I need to be able to hear you and accept that you are saying anything that disrespects the actual need of your mother to see her daughter before she dies, and tell her she loves her, and hear that she is loved. That is the thing you do, Megan. That's what you want to do.
Yeah, mine probably would too. He just started texting about a couple years ago. Yeah, and he's not internet savvy. He could care two craps about the internet, and he looks at very limited things. He doesn't do YouTube. He doesn't talk on his phone, so he would actually enjoy a flip phone.
Now we're on number 4.
Yo,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
oh, sorry,
Just a minute.
I had to turn that up because the calls
Hello?
were so low.
What's wrong? I'm in the middle of a live.
Okay, okay, hit the mute button. Sorry about that, but I had to turn it up or you wouldn't have heard the calls.
Okay,
Yeah,
good
my
for you.
husband's never been a phone. No, not a phone person. He actually, I'm the one that had to make him carry one. He didn't even want one.
All right.
Just walk in and get some exercise, yeah.
All right. Okay. Love you.
Bye-bye.
Be safe.
Okay, don't do that during the live. Mute yourself at least. See, TMI, Tina.
Hello? Are you there? Here we go.
Okay, I want to turn it back up now.
Then you find a way. You get online and you say, I need to see my mother, and you beg, borrow, and steal, and you name it, it dance for you. You figure it out. You're an adult. Already spent? That's bullshit. Okay, everyone's already spent, Megan. You get on there and you fucking beg. And I don't want to see another tear from you because I will buy it. I will not buy it. I will be crying my tears, more tears for your mother. If you don't see her, then your daughter will also suffer, and you will be spreading a bad message until the end of fucking time. Unless you have a fucking reason why what your mother did that was so awful. You better expose that. Because otherwise this ain't gonna fly. And I am not ready to listen. And we'll listen to it. But why don't you write it down? The highlight so I don't lose my needles. Because this matters, Megan. It fucking matters. I'm too emotionally invested at this point. All right, I'll listen to your message. I hope I will listen to it when I'm not so pissed. I hope that you are planning to visit your mother for at least a fucking week. Same 4 days. I don't even know where you're getting all this. It's not even April yet. You've been in April trust. You've not received that trust yet. I don't know how you spent it already. I really don't. I hope that your smooth voice is full of truth and not excuses and smooth lies that you're so good at, okay? I still love you. You're my sister. I'm going to fight with you like you're my sister. I rejected my sisters because they hurt my mother. Not just their mother, my mother. And that goes deep support. Everything about this life is about being a woman. You chose to be a woman. You chose to have kids. You know what it feels like. And you're going to represent the goodness to your daughter.
Wow.
You have to pull it out. I'm sure you will, Megan.
These are just voicemails that this Rose has left her. What is this? Yeah, I'm about done with these.
Right?
This is too much.
I haven't listened to your message, right? Because you're going to convince me you're going to go see your mom as soon as fucking possible. So that I can respect you. And I can love you. And I can feel good.
Okay. You can't respect her or love her because in your opinion she hasn't went to see her mom. But you could if she went to see her. Yeah. Okay. Not your business.
Go to my grade knowing my friend Megan did the right thing. That's
Oh
what I did.
Lord. What?
This is why I shouldn't talk that little fucking mongrel. That's why Megan.
What does any of this that she's saying in these messages have anything to do with Tina seeing her mother? She's, like I said, that's why I said I wanted you to play you this stuff with them, or with, background on the two, because um yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Hmm.
This is what you didn't see. What was he saying about my grandson? That's what you didn't see. You thought, oh, Team Rose is so mean. But you didn't see why. That's what you didn't see.
Ooh.
Lionel learned. He is capable of learning. The mongrel isn't. He could not learn. This thing with the mother, I watched my own siblings disrespect her and disrespect my relationship with her. Violated, destroyed the mother-daughter bond.
Okay.
That's what you will be doing if you don't.
Rose is crazy.
I want to hear. I will do anything to make sure I see my mother. That is see you. You go first. I period.
And she just goes on and on.
Can you please write a highlighter too? Because I don't have 9 minutes to get angry. Please, I'm begging you.
And another message.
It's one of the smoothest talking
It's like
people I've ever met.
these messages.
Okay, I still love you, Megan.
Yeah, mine is too, Tammy. So he's just.
I still love you. Okay, I love you like a real family loves their sister who does.
It's okay, Brittany. You go ahead and go to bed.
Just yet, but I will listen to it. I need to blow off some steam.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Thank you for being here.
Just give me a highlight, okay, so that I can feel comfortable listening. Because if you say anything disingenuous that you've convinced yourself is true, okay? This mother thing, the grandson thing, the family thing, that is the reason I'm here.
Okay, but that doesn't
It goes on and on.
have anything. Yeah.
The family thing, that is the reason
It's just message after message saying the same things, the same exact things. It's wild. Let's get back into paper cut, and then I'm done with this.
justified fucking anger is about the money. I need to go see my mom. I spent all the money. Where, and you beg people for money, or you shake
Okay.
it till you get that money from a bunch of men or whatever. Okay, it's not that bad.
You shake it till you get that money from a bunch of men?
Then it's okay.
What?
Okay, that's the thing. Okay, that's the thing.
God dang it.
Because I'm over this. I mean, the fact that you wrote, I do, but it's already spent. I don't know. I better see.
I better what, Rose? Well, we'll find out.
Said one bad word about your mother. Is it a lie? Is she actually this horrible person? I do, but it's already spent. How is it spent, Megan? For reals.
Well, Rose, her finances are really none of your business. Or how she spends her money. It's really none of your business.
I heard it. It has to be with her timing, too. Her timing. She's dying. Her timing? She's dying. She's taking care of people. She needs help, Megan. You're sitting there making more excuses. I'm muddling through it. I can't. She needs you. Help her.
Wow. There's more.
Oh, I have not listened to the whole fucking thing. I skipped ahead to the end, and I hear you saying all this bullshit. She needs you now. If you don't understand this, there's nothing I can do. That woman is gonna suffer because of you and your excuses. Yay. Fucking yay. I care about her. I care about her more than you do. Clearly. You know what? If she wants us there, are you fucking kidding me?
Wow.
She misses you. You're stubborn as fuck.
All right.
You are stubborn as fuck. She said she wanted you. You don't believe it. I'm not listening to your message. You want me to play it live? You want me to play it live? To cry about nothing? I am too angry with you. It's bullshit. Maria, oh God, I'm gonna kill you, Megan. You know what? I don't know if I can take this. I listen to your fucking excuses. She needs you now. What is it gonna take? Bullshit. You're bullshit.
This is abuse, and everyone sees it, T.
This-
Rose.
This is unhinged. This is unhinged. Yeah, I knew Tammy Sue wasn't beta.
You're a bully.
This is totally unhinged to talk to someone like this. And there's even more messages. How many are there?
She wants to come. Do you need your mother to become 40 years old and take you to the nail spa? What is it you need? She is hurting. She is dying. She's taking care of a dying man and her dying brother, and you're not going to go help? Okay, you're awesome. Wow, what a gal.
Wow.
I've heard enough.
Okay, everybody. I came in through my phone because for some reason, again, it booted me on my laptop. I don't understand why it keeps doing that. The battery is charging. I can't find anything else on my end, but it keeps booting me. So I came in through my phone because I'm tired of it, and my phone's fully charged. Just sucks. You can't share content, but man, this has been a night from hell. I'm telling you, this has been crazy, and all I wanted to do was share some content. Look, it won't even let me log on. Um, wow. I wanted to show Danny Drama's new video. They put out a new one about Charlotte, um, doing her ban evading. Ban evading. I can play the audio. I just can't play the video with StreamYards. You cannot play. I'm afraid to do this and switch back over and drop my phone and it boot me again. I'd rather just. Oh, it's going to give me an echo. Okay. Oh, do I have an echo still? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to try. Oh, no. No. Now it won't go away, and I have an echo. It won't end. Do I still have the echo? Do I still have the echo? Can you even hear me? Still listening from the bushes. Oh my god, this has been a nightmare. I should have ended this stream when it kept kicking me. Can you guys hear me pretty good though? Hopefully, if it kicks me again, I'm done. Oh god, this has been a nightmare from hell. Jesus. Just with this week over. I have had more trouble tonight streaming than I've had ever in a year and a half doing my channel. All I want to do is show some damn content. I don't want to go back to Tina though. I'm done with the Tina shit. I'm done with the I don't want another tab because StreamYard. I don't know what the hell's going on with this thing. But I'm gonna play Danny Drama's new video. I like that channel. I don't know who's behind the channel. It's not me. I don't know how to edit worse shit. I wish I could make videos like that. I don't know how to make videos like that. And my kids aren't imaginary. My kids are actually real. Believe me, I'll be up at 6:30 making them breakfast. So yeah, I think they're pretty damn real. So, and I don't lie about people. Not my cup of tea. Okay, where is it? Why won't it come up now? Oh my god, because I didn't capitalize it. Are you kidding me? Wow. But I don't know if it's more than one person. I don't know if it's male or female. I really don't know who's behind the channel. But they make some good videos and on anybody. They're not just, I don't think they have a specific target. It's whatever they see as what they call, well, what they think is, their opinion on ish. Okay. Now, there was a new video. And it's the bold. Whoa. It's the bold. Oh, let me turn that volume down. God, I was too loud, guys. You should have told me. The video is called The Bold and the Banny Baiting, starring At the Web Incognito. Is JP posted? Gosh, she cracks me up. We're waiting on Hills to post a new video too. Okay. Danny Drama's new video.
Danny Drama.
Oh, I'm going to show you. I got a couple minutes of Betty. I will show you. I have no reason not to be Tammy. I mean, I don't do that. I don't attack. I don't be shitty to people. I want to treat people how I would like to be treated, and really, Tammy Sue's has been very respectful.
It appears Charlotte, from the former channel Charlotte on the Web, is still choosing to ban Evade on YouTube. She streamed on March 4th of 2024 on her On the Web channel that has just over 2K subscribers.
The thing is I really wanted to see Charlotte succeed. I really, really did, because I think Charlotte could have. I really do. And I really was hoping that, this would have, gave her, like we all get, life lessons. And it would have changed things up. But it has not. It has not. And, it is what it is. Good luck, that's all I can say.
Charlotte dear, what you are doing is against YouTube TOS. You are blatantly breaking terms of service. Why is that?
Do you think you are above the rules,
But in all fairness, there's a lot of channels doing that.
Charlotte?
You discuss everyone's favorite villain, Katie Joy, in the beginning of your stream, and then you move on to another familiar topic, a topic that is allegedly the reason you lost your first channel.
Mm-hmm.
So which is it, Charlotte? Do you think you are above the rules, or are you just dim-witted?
I mean, and I can only speak for myself here. Like, I'm not evil. I can be cordial to somebody and still not like that person or still think that they're lying about everything, right? I mean, it's the internet. This is not going to affect my real life. And that's kind of where me and TCL, one of the things that we differ at.
Hold up, Charlotte. What do you mean it doesn't affect your real life? Your main channel was deleted off YouTube. That income is gone. That affected your real life. Not to mention over the years, before you lost your channel, when you would be in conflict with others, you would sad fish about how it was affecting you.
True.
Do not sit there and lie to the people of the internet.
I left here. I haven't been back. I stopped
That people of the internet, that cracks me up.
videos on my channel after I got the protective order. Did you though?
Charlotte, sweetheart, you have done similar. Sure, there is no protection order in your case, but you lost your damn channel and still continue to discuss the individual who you claim is responsible for that channel going down. TCL may or may not be full of bullspit, but you don't have the range to side-eye if they are repeating behaviors, not when you have full-on patterns of your own.
All right, so here we go. Oh, skedaddle here. Let me go to about 42 minutes because honestly,
Charlotte, there is so much else you could talk about. So much else. Why? Why? It's like an obsession with you. You get your hooks in and you can't stop at any cost to you. And it's cost you. It really has. They're not worth it, Charlotte. They're not worth it. Hell, there's lots more locales on YouTube you could be talking about. They're just not worth it. You've got to see that.
like, here, we'll go to about right here.
No, I don't know. I never tried to bake in real life. I've only tried it online.
How's that working out for you?
Not too bad. No, I mean,
What
no,
is
not
with
really.
people on this panel with him and her? They're wearing masks to hide who they are. What? Where do you find these people?
The phone bill.
Oh, you bored your friend to death. You got to go, Michael Myers. Michelle, was that your idea?
And what's really strange is women give this dude money. He's banny baiting. He's not supposed to be on YouTube. But women give this dude money.
What, was that your idea, Michelle?
No. That was kind of funny if y'all hadn't seen that. So he lets two random people up there and they're kind of clowning on both of them about begging for money. That was kind of funny.
You're right, Charlotte. It is indeed funny when those who beg for money, or grift, if you will, are clowned upon. Ironic coming from you, though.
You were rightfully so upset when you lost your YouTube channel, Charlotte. However, you continue to taunt as you blatantly break terms of service on the YouTube platform.
Mm-hmm.
You are allowed to discuss whoever and whatever you want on your platforms, including Michelle, however. Discussing Michelle on the same platform you were kicked from allegedly in part because of her. As stated earlier, that's mighty bold.
There will be little sympathy from us, and others we assume if history repeats itself, Charlotte. You will have no one to blame but yourself.
Don't think that's all crazy. I just don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. You work too hard to build a channel. Why on earth is it worth it? Are those people worth you losing what you built? It isn't. I don't think JP did another video. Let me see. Oh, I know what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you Betty real quick. I'm not good, not much of it. There was a little bit of her live. Of course she's grifting off this little girl. The soda case, of course. Wait a minute, I gotta share screen, don't I? Oops. Not what I wanted to do. Don't want to chat. Okay, let me share screen. But there's a couple minutes of what she had to say. I guess yeah. Okay. I have to
into
find
the body
tab.
language aspect of this either, because I think we've had enough body language stuff for the day with drinking and driving. West Virginia Holla Girl, it's nice to see you.
This is Bullhorn Betty from today. Yeah, I can't with Michelle. I never touched that content. Never, ever wanted to cover that content. I mean, she's clearly not mentally healthy. And it's just not my cup of tea. And I'm sorry, but if there's anybody that I have to cover 24/7 like that nonstop, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it with Katie Joy either. I don't know how they do it with Katie, because they don't review her content. They go after everything else. I mean, God forbid, on Christmas Eve, she posted that she was making a roast for her family. And oh my God, they all attacked it. Charlotte had to fire up a live about it. They all attacked it like, oh my God, she is feeding her family a roast on Christmas. So fucking what? Maybe that's what they eat for Christmas dinner or Christmas Eve dinner. They're allowed. That's not content. That's not breaking news. But it was to all them. Oh, and then when she bought a car, oh Jesus. And you know what? I don't watch her. I'm no fan of hers. And I don't care what she buys. I'm not reviewing her content. I really want them to show us all the things they tell us about her. Actually, show us in her content where she's doing it. Show us where it's wrong. Show us where she's hurting people. Show us what's right. But we don't get that. With my computer booting me out, yeah, it's booted me out like 3 times now. Where I've had to, so it's just been not a good night. It's going to end up in the freaking swimming pool. But then I wouldn't be able to stream at all. Yeah, and I can't, yeah. So I have no choice but to deal with the piece of shit. So over it. Oh, this fucking week. Oh, I swear. Don't we have to change time back or ahead something this weekend?
Oh, fly on your wall 1970 down, and had razors in their hair. Really crazy, some crazy stuff. These are also the same people that said that the lawful legal work.
There was no razors. Oh, I'm backing that up. She's full of shit. There was no razors in her hair. You dumb. This is what she's saying about White Boy and Noel. There was no. They had no. She had no weapons. There was no razors in her hair and shit. Oh my God, Betty, get over it. They weren't even there to talk to you. It had nothing to do with you. Noelle was there to talk to Molly. It had nothing to do with your ass.
I just thought they were just Billy Bad Butts. In Florida, this was last do some decided while we were getting together and wanted to speak, to say the least, right? And one of these people, I'm one of the most bullied too. I like to see you. I'm everybody else that I've missed. See you, my love. It's nice to see you. Everybody else that I've missed, people in the bushes. It's nice to see you.
Yeah,
I'm Bullhorn Betty. We're going to be going over some things. But first, before we do, I got to tell you guys a story. You're not going to believe this. I'm one of the most bullied people on YouTube. It's calmed down a little bit, but still, there's still some crusty crab.
They're asking her. They're asking people to mass. You're not allowed to ask people. It's against TOS to ask people to mass report. But they're asking people to do that because I don't watch her content, so I don't know what she said about him. About one of the sister wives' children passing away. Was it? I mean, I don't watch. Was it bad? I mean, was the content really bad? A 12-minute video. Charlotte did over an hour video, but they want Katie to be removed from YouTube. What? Wow. Well, that might be answering why I'm having such a hard time. I just heard rain, and we suck with signals up here.
Out there, so to speak, to say the least, right? And one of these people.
Let me get this straight. Katie did a 12-minute video. Probably got mad views on it too, I'm guessing. Because she usually does. Charlotte did over an hour video, but they want Katie removed? Okay, what's the bigger grift here? The 12-minute video where the person never asks you for a dime, doesn't advertise her PayPals and Cash Apps and ask for super chats and, or the person that made over an hour video that often asks for tips. Okay, what's the bigger grift? Ooh, that reminds me. Shoot. This is my opinion. I have my banner on. And it is covered under fair use, section 107 of the Copyright Act. You know that thing. Says I can use it for entertainment, educational, as a teaching tool, criticism. All those things.
Decided while we were getting together to do some meet and greets with some people here in Florida. This was last year, I believe. And we had this husband and wife that just thought they were just Billy Bad Butts, and they wanted to come hunt us down and, had razors in their hair. Really crazy, some crazy stuff. These were also the same people that said that the lawful legal work I was doing is going to somehow wind me up in jail.
Lawful legal work? Betty, that's questionable, and you toe a very fine line on that. And I've seen you trespass. So, yeah. You're not the law-abiding citizen. In my opinion, you're the unlawful citizen. And they weren't there to talk to you. He wasn't there to talk to anybody. His wife, however, was there to talk with Molly, not you. And there was what? You, Molly, Olive Oil, House of Williams, and I don't know, maybe another one, I don't know, to one person. You ran from Aileen. That was all by herself. It had nothing to do with you, Betty. But you made it about you.
Of course. Now, mind you,
hey, Alice.
These are people that have substance abuse issues and alcohol abuse issues.
Welcome back.
And people are listening to them, just no problem. I just want to let you know what kind of garbage you're filling in your head.
Garbage? I mean, what you spew? The thing is, Betty, sadly, with you not caring and being able, behind your computer to confront people or being able to be a mouth, you could have did some good too. You really could have with your channel. Sad. Instead, you do another channel, Betty for president. Okay, no one's going to vote Betty for president. All right, Betty. And then you put all your true crime over there when you say it's your political channel. And then on your true crime channel where you say you're not going to do political stuff, you have political stuff on it. So you make no sense, Betty. Whatever. Sad. You could have used your platform for so much more. than what you've used it for.
Yeah, shall we? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Does anybody know a guy by the name of White Boy Lockdown Radio? Not the nicest guy. He used to be part of our
Yeah,
crew.
yeah, you're right.
Through
LB did videos, Renell did videos. You're right. Bet you they didn't ask, they're not demanding they be taken down. I'm sure Rabbit did one. I'm sure CC Suarez did. I'm sure a lot of people have done one that 90 days. I'm sure a lot of people have done one.
Gabby Petito, but him and his wife turned out to be really pieces of work. Okay, just garbage. They got mad at Marissa and decided to take it out on every single person because they can't control their behavior.
No, they weren't taking it out on anybody but Marissa. She wanted to speak with Marissa. Marissa told her to come on. It was open to the public. You invited everybody. She just was taking your invitation that was put out. That's all. That's it. You're the ones that cowered away, not her. She was not armed. Betty. Nice try though.
Couldn't understand why they couldn't control their behavior until I went to a birthday party and realized this guy's pretty violent.
Tammy Sue's not Beta.
And not only is he violent, he's violent to his wife. That was it for me. That was it for me. So I turned the other cheek because, again, I gave her my opinion. She didn't want to listen. That's not my problem. I can only do what I can do, right? I can only do what I can do. I am going to say that I do hope she still gets help with the situation. But her boyfriend or her husband is now officially in jail, of course. Why? Because he can't quit drinking and driving. That's why. Can't quit drinking and driving. Let's give him a round of applause. Let's give this grade A piece of garbage.
That's not why he was back in jail. Okay. Who are you talking about? You can't be talking about them. Let me see who she's talking about. Let me make sure I'm correct.
The kind of welcome that he deserves. So Cape Coral Police received a call around 1:10 a.m. the morning of May 25th about a man sleeping in a car. The car was in Wawa's parking lot on Northeast Pine Island Road with the driver's window open. According to Cape Coral Police, the front cabin of the car had many open beer cans and strong smell of alcohol coming from the window. So I just wanted to point that out. This is a piece of garbage that has thousands of people.
I'm not fooled, but I've seen Tammy Sue in chats, and I know it's not Veda. But come on, chill out, Alice. Come on. You don't have to talk to each other. I know you guys got some serious Twitter beef going on over there. I know you do. And there's been a lot of shit said that shouldn't be said and done. But come on.
Nonsense about how he's reformed and how he was out of jail and out of prison and everything else. Well, all I gotta say is he's just a troublemaker. Either way, let's move on.
Okay, the last time he went to jail was for some stupid violation, and I thought it was, I don't know. From what I understand the whole situation, I don't know. I think it was. I get police have a job to do, and I get you have repercussions for your actions, but sometimes, when someone's trying and doing good and just trying to get to work, maybe take that into consideration. I'm just saying. But they weren't there for you. It had nothing to do with you, Betty.
Riley is a university-age student that was brutally attacked. I'm trying to figure out what words to use. Brutally attacked. It sounds like she was SA'd and she was bludgeoned. Since then, this has become a national story on
Look, the Twitter beef is just that, and it's not here in this chat. And I know things have been done that shouldn't have been done and said to you, Alice, and it's just all out of control. It really is, and the physical threats and stuff. But I really believe this is Tammy Sue and not Veda, because I've seen Tammy Sue in other chats, and yes, I think Tammy Sue even mods for Veda, and that's okay. I mean, I'm on for people that people don't like.
On the immigration policy, which I am a part of and will continue to be a part of, because I think these are poor policy decisions, and it lost one person her life. But it's not just one person's life that was lost.
And also, I don't believe that Veda and Nikki are talking. I just really don't. Not after the stuff she's put out about Nikki.
There are many parents sitting in the United States, just like Lakin, that have had their loved one either killed or injured by an illegal alien, somebody that should not be here. There is a reason why we have policies in place for people to have ways and pathways forwards to citizenship. Okay? I just want to discuss Lakin Riley for a few minutes.
Do you understand the difference? I think your ignorance overtakes you. You truly don't understand the difference. You really don't. I'm not taking her to school tonight. I don't have it in me after the night it's been. Yeah, I know. I don't have an issue with it. We do what we do. We're all adults. You've been very respectful to me in chat, and I appreciate that.
Politan is on here. He's going to be talking about a couple things. I'm just going to take probably about the first 2 minutes of this to discuss it. Just to make sure everybody can hear, right? We're not having audio issues today, right? I just want to make sure. I'll wait for people to let me know, but I just want to.
And that's why I stand a lot of times by myself, because I refuse to choose. And my cat does that too. My Duke bothers me all the time when I'm live. I can't believe I'm not jinxing myself, because he's actually laying down on his blankie being good, which is a first. Usually he's wrapped up in my cords, pulling them out. He's already booted me out of my own live because he's pulled all my cords out, or he's biting me or scratching me.
I want to make sure we're not having. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go forward. If we do, let me know. I'll refresh this page.
No, go forward.
And I just want to say, I love Vinnie Politan. I absolutely love his demeanor. I think he is a great guy in the flesh. He's just a nice, well-rounded person, and I love his ability to explain things. This is a man. He's mainstream media, of course, but he's
what are you talking about? Go ask Alice. It's okay. There is no issue. We're all just chilling, watching Betty do what Betty does. Aw. I'm sorry, Orion. Yeah, we can all just chill and watch Betty do Betty.
Absolutely nowhere. Okay. Because at the end of the day, he has an amazing platform here on social media. And not only that, he is just amazing at what he does. So big round out to Vinnie Politan for his dedication to the truth. I love him.
Dedication to the truth. Are you kidding me? Are we talking about the same person? Who's buddies with Molly? Which you've always wanted that acknowledgement, like he would give her, but he wouldn't give it to you. Who believes and feeds into the bullshit with Turtle Boy? Are you kidding me? He has zero credibility. Zero. Betty is muted. Glad I'm not the only one having problems. Betty, it's muted. Oh, I can't tell you.
The problem was they didn't charge him, I don't think, if it's in my understanding. They just let him go. I don't know what had happened with Jose Ibarra. I don't know.
My cat will just walk up and take a bite. I mean, he nips. He's not trying to hurt you, but he doesn't realize that he bites. Yeah. He's spoiled. I'm not giving him the attention. He's between 30 and 35 pounds. He's a big Teletubby. He's a big cat. And he likes to sit on my lap, but he can't when I'm live because there's just not enough room. So he tries to sit on my laptop. And this generic cheap piece of crap, he sits on it. I won't have a laptop.
I don't care. The bottom line is, let me just break this down to everybody.
Okay,
the
go
bottom
ahead.
line is we already have policies in place to stop this carnage.
Uh-huh.
Okay? We don't need additional.
What carnage are you speaking about? Your political propaganda? Okay. Do you even understand the policies, Betty? Do you understand the things that, the people you support have done? I mean, I just want to make sure you totally understand.
Additional bills in any other
Hi,
state.
Senorita.
We have federal law that says that people that come over here illegally should be deported. It is our government that has drugged this out to a 6 to 7 year process. First and foremost, if they never make it to our shores, we don't have to bring them in. And even if they did make it to our shores, you know what we could say? You know what we could say?
What? Spit it out.
I'm trying to text her. What? No sound. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm talking about it anyways. Can you guys hear that? I've refreshed it. I ask if you guys can hear. That's okay. I don't know why it's all of a sudden it's not working until I refresh it. It's driving me nuts. Might as well
I don't know.
Here.
I've been getting booted out of my live all night tonight, Betty. I have no idea. I'm about as frustrated as you are.
Refresh the rest of these things too. Yeah, hush. Can you guys hear all those?
No.
I'm going through them and refreshing. Because if I have no sound again, I'm just gonna I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's driving me nuts because when I set these up, I set them up with sound, but I don't know. There's something going on with the audio. Long story short, no.
What? Will you spit it out already?
No what? Frozen? Yeah, it shouldn't be frozen, text Nan. We can hear you, but not the video. So you guys can't hear this video, hear this at all.
Megan Riley case, the nursing student from the who was found.
I just refreshed it.
It was playing
I
just
just want to
fine.
make sure that. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, that was at
5
23.
cats? Oh my Lord.
Yes, you guys can hear it now. Okay, so let's just, there it goes. Okay.
I thought about getting another one so my Sir Duke has a play buddy. But then I feel bad because there's only one Bubba. But Bubba don't like other dogs. So I can't get him a dog. But I thought about getting it because I love to rescue kitties. I can't stand to see an animal in need. It breaks my heart. I feed everything. I bring everything home.
Okay, yeah, it had to be refreshed. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to go through here and start refreshing every time I set up my lives. I don't,
Okay.
Never had to do it before, but
Will
I
you
love
get to the
how
point?
He has a way of explaining stuff to
You
people.
sound like he can't see
And
the
this is
point,
his
like-
conversation on Lake and Riley and the new proposed bill. And the bottom line is we have enough rules, enough laws on the books right now. I mean, we didn't just start having an immigration crisis.
Mhm.
An immigration crisis was welcomed.
It's not an immigration crisis. They're calling it a border crisis, but all it is what the politicians use every time it's an election year. It's propaganda. But yeah, it is a nightmare. But they're in no hurry to fix it because they're all using it.
To our shores. Our current president actually asked them and encouraged them to jump our border wall. I just want to make sure we're ultra clear on that.
So you're saying that President Biden told people, oh, go ahead, jump the wall. He went down there and told them, go ahead, I'll watch, jump the wall. Okay.
So I agree with the Laken Riley bill or act.
He's not responsible for Lincoln Riley's murmur.
But in the same sense of me saying I agree with it, in the same sense, I'm saying it's unnecessary. We don't need this.
Wait, but you can't have your cake and eat it too, so to speak, Betty. You can't agree with it and then say it's not necessary. You can't support it and then say it's not necessary. Oh.
We need is our government to follow the rules and follow the laws that are already on our books. That's what we need. What they're doing is they're like, oh, well, we didn't have this bill in place. That's why we didn't enforce it. Bullshit. Bullshit.
At the university.
You do realize the person that you're hot and heavy for also uses what's going on at the border. You understand that, right? You understand that nobody really wants to fix for it, right? Because then they can't use it in an election year. But okay, Betty.
You have Georgia and was going to school at Augusta campus right next door. She had gone to UG. Just on really quickly before. Interesting. Congress
should not have to be taken if our federal government would just follow the law as it is written currently. We don't need any other laws on the book. All we need them to do is enforce the laws we currently have on the books, and we wouldn't have any problems. Just saying.
Have the Laken Riley Act, which will require U.S. Customs to take into custody folks who are here in the country.
You know who gave the directive not to cooperate with ICE? I'll let you guys have a few guesses.
Illegally, that are then charged with theft. They've added theft onto all of that. So,
okay, Betty, who gave the directive?
You come in, you're seeking asylum.
Why would we be so specific? Why don't we just say if you commit a crime after already committing a crime of breaking?
Because of people like you, they have to be specific. Because of blowhards like you, who would find issue with just a blanket statement and say, well, you didn't specify. So that's why, Betty.
Into our country illegally, you will then be deported because apparently
the
crime of breaking into our country illegally.
My girlfriend's dog was heartbroken because they got another dog. I mean, she was totally heartbroken. It was awful. That is Vinnie Politan.
Is just thwarted because we apparently overlook that law. So if you get past the border and you break the law that way, but if you break any more laws, no, they're saying, oh, if you do this law or this law or this law, why don't we just say, if you break into our country and you break additional laws, your ass is out of here before your asylum hearing? Why don't we put that in the bill? Can we put that in the bill, please?
Whatever your situation is, you commit theft, customs has to come in now. They've added that. So that's great to see you, Queen. So that's some new action being taken by Congress. We'll see if the whole thing gets passed, but it's all in reaction to what happened to Laken Riley. We know.
Isn't that how it always is? It takes somebody losing their life before we have knee-jerk reactions instead of just being proactive and preemptively stopping this stuff before it gets to this point. Seems like common sense. Just
Wow.
spitballing over here, right? It just seems like common sense, but I digress. I'm not as smart as my government.
No, the individual, the suspect, has been arrested in the country illegally and not having a. While he.
Love that. Love that. Love the fact that he has a gun. Oh, that makes me feel even better. That makes me feel.
Wow.
Are you effing joking me? Are you joking me right now?
Was here prior to this case. You're seeing some images right now. That's his brother. That's the new insight that we have right now. He's being detained. The brother's being detained as well by the feds now.
Detained? Well, I guess he could be a witness to a crime, but I think it's time for deportation.
And in their documents that they filed with court, Department of Justice, really getting some interesting insight into what happened in Athens, which is where the University of Georgia is. And they're talking about the arrest of the brother, but the brother was arrested in the investigation into what happened to Laken Riley. Okay, so there's the suspect, but
then
his
you
brother,
can't have it both
Jose.
ways. You can't want immediate deportation and then want them to pay for their crimes as well, because they'll have to pay for their crimes first and then be deported. And as we've learned from reality TV, it don't matter. They're going to deport you as soon as you get out of jail, or prison, whichever it is. You will be deported. But you can't have it both ways. You can't lump everybody together either, Betty. And there's a difference. Never mind.
Diego is his name.
And I also want to say that nobody so far, and I mean nobody, is bringing up the potential connection between this guy and Rachel Warren. I'm assuming that law enforcement must not think that this guy is...
You don't think if there was any connection, law enforcement would be talking to each other? The DNA would be entered into CODIS. There would have been a hit because there was DNA from both cases. There was no hit, Betty. At least none that's been made public. Now, they may be keeping it under wraps. I don't know. I don't think so. She keeps insisting that these cases are connected. But the dude was pretty far away from Rachel Warren. So, yeah.
Anywhere related to Rachel Warren's case. But I'm sorry. I just have this gut in me that just, I mean, the eyes, the nose, the haircut, it just, and not to hear anybody, and not only that, but the actual description of both of their attacks are almost spitting images of one another. And
Betty, if you would go look at crimes where women have been attacked on these trials, they're probably pretty close. All of them. So, and they're not the same people, but you might want to consider that fact, and also consider the fact that law enforcement has not even came out and speculated or mentioned one iota of the possibility of these cases being connected. And again, there is CODIS,
To boot, when we realized that this guy was at an apartment complex, do you know right out in front of the Ma and Pa Heritage Trail, there is an apartment complex? It just gives me all these EBGBs. There's so many.
Wow, it's good to see you.
Similarities. I mean, there's so many similarities. It is hard to ignore, and yet nobody is addressing them. Or at least I feel like nobody's addressing it.
February.
All up newer information than we've had previously.
In Georgia, homicide investigators graph
that Laken's phone actually dialed 911 during her attack. And I have to tell you, it makes me feel.
Wait a minute. Where'd you hear that from?
Laken's phone type of surveillance camera. And then we learned that Laken's phone actually dialed 911 during her attack. And I have to tell you, it makes me feel like I feel, and we also learned that there were cameras on this trail, and I feel
She cracks me up when she does that with that, like she's in some deep thought and she's got this most important fact to tell you, but she don't. She don't know more information than anybody else. And I not heard about the phone thing, but I haven't really been checking into a lot of what's been, because there's so much crap being posted now. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Betty's using this girl's murmur for her political propaganda, not because she actually cares about this girl's murmur. Let's be honest. Hey, Fireflies, it's strictly content for Miss Betty. Strictly content.
feel like it is possible that they've captured some or all of her attack, either by audio or by video or both. Because there's enough indicators here that say there is potential for them to have this on some type of audio or video surveillance of some sort. They have some details. So I'm interested.
You do understand that they got the person who committed this murmur, right? You do understand that, right? The person is in jail. The person is charged. You do get that, right? It's not like they're still looking for their suspect. They actually caught him pretty quickly. Huh.
Interested in that because he's talking about the cameras, and we've discussed whether or not this attack was actually caught on camera.
I have not heard law enforcement say anything at all, or even leaning that way. But it could be possible that things were caught on the trail cams. That is possible. We won't know that until law enforcement releases it. I'll wait for them because you have zero credibility. But yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait.
So they got the suspect on video. The photograph was a Hispanic male wearing a distinctive baseball cap with an Adidas logo.
A distinctive, so now we have yet another similarity that we did not know about, because if you remember in the Laken Riley case, he had a distinctive red Michael.
A different ball cap, Betty. But look how excited she got. Did you see how excited she got? Do you know how many guys wear ball caps, Betty? And it was a different ball cap, Betty. But just saying.
Jordan cap on. I'm telling you guys, there's something here. I don't know why I am so adamant. And then I found out he was in September, and I thought it was September 2023. And I had did a video on TikTok saying, maybe this is why they're not looking at him. And then after I did that video, I found out that it was 2022. That means he was in New York at some.
Because you didn't bother to do no research before you made your video. Yeah. But did you take that video down, Betty? Did you fix it? Probably not.
Point, he was close.
So in other words, someone told you got the information wrong, Betty.
A lot closer to Maryland than he is in Georgia. And it just keeps making me wonder. And then you couple the similarities in the crime, the similarities in certain key factors. Then you got the similarity for example, in Rachel Morin's case, it was during the day in a well-populated area that.
I lived outside of San Francisco, in a suburb, and then we moved down to a suburb of San Diego, and we would always drive to Palm Springs, Palm Desert. Oh my God, those pine cones would be freaking humongous. They looked like they were prehistoric. They were so big. But I remember the coyotes and stuff. Yeah. The friends of ours that we would go down and party with and, visit with, and, kids would hang together and, Anyway, yeah. He lost his little dog because of coyotes. I remember that. They were heartbroken.
Many people go to, and she was bludgeoned to death and pulled off the trail. In Lake and Riley's case, we have the same key factors. We have the guy that was arrested in the Lake and Riley case has a lot
But
of
I have to tell you, that was one of the most beautiful scenic drives to take. From San Diego down to Palm Springs, it's going down over that mountain. It was beautiful, always beautiful.
similar features, predominantly right in this area, the eyes and nose that tell us that looks similar to Jose Antonio Ibarra. And then when you look at the hairline, I don't know how many people have that distinct shape pattern on it. And
Betty, oh my God, is she kidding me? Betty, it's not distinct, okay? A lot of guys style their hair that way. A lot of guys shave the sides of their head like that. It's not distinct. It's not rare. What bubble do you live in? Do you not watch any TV? Maybe you should, step in to the future, or at least to understanding things, because yeah, you'll find hundreds of men with that hairstyle, especially in those areas. Yeah, sorry, Betty, that's not the big find you think it is.
Jose Antonio Ibarra was arrested. It looks like it has about 6 months of hair growth in those patches that go behind his ears. And it appears that he tried to lighten his hair. And now we're finding out that he is also...
Wow, God forbid. A guy tried to lighten his hair. Oh my God, that's breaking news. That's so important. Betty, the cops have him. He's in jail. He's going to trial. He'll, What? What are you doing? Don't lead people to think that. Just don't do that, Betty, because you don't know. You don't know yet. No one, law enforcement's not released anything. You really need to pay attention to what you say. You wouldn't get so much heat if you did.
A hat wearer of name brand hats.
Okay, Betty, there's a lot of guys that wear hats that are name brand hats.
And had an Adidas hat on. Did he dispose of that hat in the garbage? Did he dispose of his Michael Jordan hat in the garbage?
Okay, Adidas and Michael Jordan are two different hats, Betty. Just letting you know that.
I just feel like there's something here with the Rachel Warren case. I'm sorry, I do. I've talked to Olivia about it. I've talked to Mom about it. And I got to tell you, we all are kind of having that gut feeling that there's a lot of similarities here, not to at least look under the hood and see if there is a connection. And nobody's saying it. Law enforcement is keeping their mouth shut. Mainstream media is keeping their mouth shut. And I feel like I'm the only one. Well, no, there's other social media creators out there, because that's how I learned about the photo in this Jose Ibarra, and the side by side was other people were noticing it as well on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Twitter had
So it was somebody else who pointed it out, and you were just riding the train. Betty, like I said, if law enforcement is investigating it, DNA was put in the system, CODIS would have hit. They could have, and they could be. But until law enforcement comes out and says anything at all, let's chill out on that.
A mess of conversations about this specific topic. So I'm very curious, is the Rachel Warren case...
Okay, so you're saying because he has a haircut that hundreds of guys have, hundreds, and he wears brand name ball caps. And mind you, 2 different ball caps were involved here. Hundreds and hundreds, thousands wear ball caps. Oh.
Connected, because I'm sorry, I would love to be able to have the man that attacked Rachel Morin behind bars. And also, never mind the fact that the reason why we knew that it was
Everybody wants to see her and her family get justice. Everybody, Betty, not just you. But justice, Betty. The real person who did it. Law enforcement will handle that. That's not for you to do.
Hispanic male that attacked Rachel Morin is because DNA was left that linked back to a 12-year-old girl, a young girl being attacked in Los Angeles.
Yeah. And guess what? There's DNA in Lincoln Riley's case as well. And, there was DNA in Rachel's case. You don't think law enforcement maybe check that DNA because it all goes into the system regardless, right? Okay. You don't.
So if this guy is connected, that's basically solving 3 cases in one. So, naturally, I'm going to be hopeful for those odds. But I would just like somebody validating those concerns publicly.
Description again, they've got the photo, right? It's a surveillance video, so you're not going to have great.
Does she not get it that it really doesn't matter what she wants? They're not going to answer it for her. I like San Diego. I did. I enjoyed San Diego. Does she not get it that they're not going to answer her?
Great quality, but it's good enough that they can capture the logo on the cap. Okay, so that's what they're looking for, and they're going all.
Hey, and you jogged my mind, Jazzy. You jogged my mind because you said that's on the move. Listen to this. This is one thing I learned from our own Grady Judd, because he just did this 228 person sting, like human HT sting in Polk County. He had several different agencies that.
I watched the news conference on that. I watched the presser on that. People were busted for, prostitution, being a John, and for other reasons. So it wasn't all about HT, Betty.
That collaborated on this project. Well, they found out that some of these women are, which we know, HT'd from other countries coming here illegally, right? And they are required to pay $3,000 a week. Check this jaw dropper. Okay. Do you know that our federal government is allowing illegal aliens to get on aboard our planes for free? I am breaking the bank to travel this country to cover cases. And now I'm finding out not only are illegal immigrants coming here getting.
Betty, you're the one who chooses. Oh, that's a good pause. You're the one who chooses to do this or to do that. You're a YouTuber and a TikToker, Betty. You're not the real media. You're not an investigator. You choose to go and search yourself, and a lot of times be a nuisance because it fluffs your ego. Because you really think you're out there doing something, but you're not. Except lining your own pockets, exploiting cases, attacking families. But I agree with, if that is, I don't know if that's true, but please tell me that's not true, that our government is letting they get unlimited free flights. That just doesn't even make sense. Why would they get unlimited free flights anywhere they want to go back and forth? I could see a one-way ticket home, but I can't see them leaving it open and they can just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. That just doesn't make sense to me.
Free food, free
Free
shelter, free medical. But now they're getting free flights. Do you know that these girls are traveling to the major metropolitan areas free to sell themselves? Do you know that? If you don't, you need to get into the factual information of this. I find that disgusting. How is each and every one of us paying for somebody to go fly? Oh, sorry, I hit a wrong button. Fly around this country for free, when we can't even take our families on vacation because of this Biden economics bullshit. You want to talk about something that unnerves me? Is that we are here in the true crime genre trying to combat and fight HT and ST, and here we have our own government enabling it. It makes me sick to my stomach, and these are women that don't even want to be in the profession. They're forced to be. I'm angry and ticked off that women are so widely.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to look into that. I am really going to look into that because that it can't be. I can't imagine that would be the case. I'm going to really look into that, Betty. I want to know if our government is letting these, just giving away all these unlimited free plane rides. I don't. But okay.
Abused, and when we expect our government to step up to the plate and stop this abuse on women,
Okay.
they give their pips free airline fare to get their girls from one port to another to do their job.
Oh.
Somebody asked me on TikTok,
So
why am I so angry?
You make it sound like there's unlimited use. They can keep traveling. That's why I've got to look into it and find out. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to dig into this when I find time tomorrow in between everything I got to do, and see, because it just doesn't make sense to me. I know. I want to. I'll make a short or something of it when I find out. I just want not just words, but I want a receipt. Something to show her. Because that just doesn't even sound right. That just doesn't even sound right.
You know what my response to them was?
What?
Why aren't you?
Why aren't I pissed?
Why aren't you? We all should be pissed off.
On the area. On February 23rd, Hispanic male whose brother had the hat they
Plan B, the brother. I'll be damned. Hey, it makes sense.
He's going to point the finger at his brother. Of course, that's going to be the defense. The sergeant approached the man who was subsequently identified as pointed to his Joe.
University that thinks security and being tough on security and making sure that the children that citizens of Georgia and abroad send their kids to, right? Parents can't go on campus. It's a college campus. They can go on campus. But you get my point. But they don't vet their own employees that are around your children?
Apparently they do, Betty. That's how they caught him. That's how they caught the fake green card. So apparently they do, Betty.
The best they can put on a name badge for
Matt.
a person serving your child is.
How's your trip going? Did you have that spaghetti yet? That sauce? The true Italian sauce? Tell Grandma I'm coming for dinner. Set another plate.
Simply Diego?
Oh, Betty.
University of Georgia.
Betty.
Do you know what safety is? I'm asking for a few 100,000 friends because your idea
Well,
of
I reviewed this already, I thought. Betty, you don't have. Oh no, she's just repeating the same thing she said before. You don't have a few 100,000 friends. Nice try though.
safety, and my idea of
Are you still
safety
traveling?
are two totally different ideas of safety. It should take an act of Congress to be employed on one of our universities this day and age, and to think that there was such oversight that an illegal alien that clearly has a propensity to commit crimes. Remember, Diego was arrested a few times too. Let's not forget. And the University of Georgia hired.
But Betty, you've been arrested a few times. Let's not forget. Should people have just washed their hands of you too, and not given you another chance? I mean, it is what it is. Hey, Haley Hopes. From a quick search, all I can find is that a handful of states have offered immigrants free one-way tickets to anywhere as long as they leave that state. New York and Texas were two of them. It's probably a one-time, one-way ticket. That's what I kind of thought. If it's offered, that's what I kind of thought. I didn't think it was like Betty was making it seem like they have unlimited and they could just fly all over, back and forth all over the place. He was fired from his job, right, because they did vet him. And when the green card check, which unfortunately those checks take time, they take time. And when the check came back and the card was not valid, it was handled immediately.
This man with all of their scrutiny and background checks, right? A teacher, I guarantee, has to sell a liver to even be considered for a position there.
Oh yeah, to get her political propaganda out there and get people listening. Yeah, she does. She wants people to be scared. Fear mongering, as nonsense calls it. I can't believe I said that to my neighbor. He's a 30-year-old man, and I'm like, now why are you doing that nonsense? And yeah, I'm older than his mom, so it just reminded him of his mother. But he was out there trying to fix my plans and stuff, and I'm live, and I'm like, no, he was just trying to be a sweet neighbor.
But your hundreds of $1,000s worth of tuition buys you illegal aliens. This is getting ridiculous. And you know what it all comes back to?
Betty, that's not at all the case. Betty, that is not. You were trying to spin this where it shouldn't be spun. He wasn't the one employed at the university. It was his brother, very briefly. Because, like I said, the green card came back bad. So he was immediately terminated, Betty. Stop it. Stop trying to spin this like this university was protecting these people, and stop it, because they weren't.
It all comes back to our institutions of higher power.
I know here when I think it was in Volusia County, Chitwood had just become chief of police, and there were so many of the homeless coming in that he was picking them up, putting them on a bus, one-way ticket back to where they came from. He took so much heat for that, it was unbelievable. But yet it's the same people that were giving him the heat for it were the ones constantly complaining and constantly on his back about all the damage that was being done to their businesses down there. It was crazy. But thank you, Haley Hopes, for looking that up. I appreciate that.
Breaking the law.
Breaking the law.
Catholic charities. I just have a few questions to ask.
Okay.
Are you only Catholic Charities and doing this for the money that the federal government is throwing at you? How much money are you getting from my back and everybody else's back to lie and provide false and phony documentation to people that should not be here?
And you, wait a minute, you have proof that Catholic Charities did this? Because I'm familiar with Catholic Charities, and they've helped a lot of people financially with rent, utility bills, etc. You know, I know my old case manager used to send a lot of the parents and the bios and stuff there. But yeah, do you have proof of this? That's big accusations. I hope you have something to back it up with.
You know who's pimping them out? I hate to say it.
Who?
But Catholic Charities is a big part of the problem.
Huh?
A huge part of the problem.
Why?
I'm not saying the Catholic Church.
Why is Catholic Charities part of the problem? Because the Catholic Charities that I'm aware of actually helps people. Just saying. Do you have any proof to back any of this up? I keep asking you that.
I'm saying Catholic Charities.
Mm.
It
Why?
has become a gimmick.
Why?
A money scheme
Mm.
with our Catholic Charities.
Okay.
And it's making me sick to my stomach in this respect.
I know also of other places you can go, like the St. Vincent de Paul Society. I know people that go there every 6 months and get their either electric bill or their water bill paid every 6 months. No questions asked, they pay it for them. It doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter if you're legal, illegal, visiting, whatever. It doesn't matter. And it shouldn't. But I know for a fact they do it because this foster mom cracks me up. She goes there every 6 months and she will have a 2-month electric bill, that past due balance and the new bill, and they will pay both. So, yeah. And her power's actually been shut off. She's called them that morning when it happened, and they took her right in and took care of it. And they do it for a lot of people. You can, so don't tell me they're not helping. Show me this. I need some proof of what you're saying, Betty. Back it up with some proof.
Don't think I'm saying that Catholic Charities and all the great work they do, but this is a stain, in my opinion. This is a stain on our trust.
That it was all, no, you didn't say it was a stain. You totally trashed Catholic Charities. Now you're saying different. See how you ride it?
For them, because I feel like they're violating the law and they're putting me at risk for profit, for money.
What?
I have a problem with that.
Who's putting you at risk? How is Catholic Charities putting you at risk for profit? They're a nonprofit, Betty. Yeah. They're a charity. Google the word if you need to understand it.
He was asked where he lived, and then they took him to apartment D1.
I think this is about it, what she's going to say. It's late. I want to...
Was employed.
Thank you. Yes. My thoughts exactly. My thoughts exactly. I'm curious, but if you guys want to see the rest of that that episode, I'm going to drop the link now for you guys to go and watch that.
No thanks.
I thought it was great. Those were just a few minutes that I just wanted to
yeah, she's the only good one.
But I do recommend you going and watching the rest of the episode related to him. Before we get started on why we are all here, what does mom know in the Madeline Soto case? We're going to get to all of that. Do we really know? We don't. We don't know what she knows.
No, you don't. But yet you're going to sit here and say all kind of crap that you can't support with any kind of factual basis.
Perspective than some. I have my perspective is obviously, you know, when you're dealing with opinions and theories and speculation and all this, you're going to have some that agree with you and some that just don't agree with you. And vice versa as well, because of that fact. So before we get here, you know, we've been watching and monitoring the case of Sebastian Rogers.
Oh,
He
I'm
was
not
the
going into that tonight. I
Honor's
think
missing
she's about
girl. Yeah,
done.
I've got to play this. We're going to have a little commercial before it plays. So just bear with me. When we have violence, drugs, alcohol, all this stuff pouring in, all this stuff being part of our family makeup, we're going to have these problems, and we're going to continue to have these problems. The stuff coming across our borders is killing us. It's making us do deranged and senseless things. It's doing something to our bodies, and it's doing something to our brains. I have never seen so much child garbage in this country in my life. There is a culture being bred here, and it needs to stop.
There's a culture being bred. What? There's a culture being bred.
It's got to stop. It's got to stop. We need to be in our communities. We need to be in our city council meetings. We need to be in our county meetings. We need to be in our school board meetings. We need to be wherever our politicians are, and we need to say we need better laws, tougher laws. We need to protect our children, and we need to get the Department of Children and Family Services under control and funded. When we can fund Pakistan and
You want to fund it, but Betty, again, you're one of those blowhards that you bitch about how certain things should be funded, but then when they're funded, you do nothing but bitch about every penny that's spent.
Iran and God knows what else overseas. We should be funding our child protective services 10 times more than we're funding overseas entities.
Oh, I agree with you. DCF needs better funding. It needs a total overhaul. The foster care system is a hot mess. I know. I've worked in it for a while. It's a hot mess. I've been a part of it for a while as a foster. So, yeah. But you're, like I said, you're one of them people that bitch about it being such a mess. But then when there's money spent to actually try to do something and improve things, yeah, bitch about that too.
And if people have a problem with that, go over to those.
Mike Howell, Director of Heritage Oversight Project, will explain the investigation and how the mass resettlement of illegal aliens is impacting nearly every congressional district in America. Yeah, it is. Yeah, but no camera at the schools. That might also one day catch drug dealers, pimps, kidnappers, but I'm a dreamer. Yeah. Yeah, if I'm against the camera at the crosswalk at the kid's school, just for that little bit of added, that camera could have slowed someone down. And maybe a kid wouldn't have got hit, you just never know. Or made somebody think twice about doing something. Those two quotes come from the one study I found with the Google search, probably the one thing she read about the topic. Yeah, she usually reads the bold print and then doesn't go no further.
Oversee entities and then come back and talk to me. Because I'm tired of it. Our children are suffering because of this nonsense. Our parents are going out and becoming drug addicts because of this nonsense. People are now smoking marijuana and getting addicted to fit because it's in everything.
Betty, people been smoking marijuana. Drugs have been around for years and years and years and years and years. People have been smoking them some green for years, years and years. Just maybe you should know that. Not sure what reality you're living in, but
Enough is enough. Close the damn borders, get these drugs off our streets, and start healing this country. That's what we need. And we need the funding of our Department of Children and Family Services, because right now these people are overworked and underpaid, and we need help. All right, guys. That's my 2 cents. Don't spend it in all in.
all right, that's it for Betty. Yeah, Betty's ignorance is like no other. Betty is just, why is my banner not working? Betty's ignorance is just astounding. Astounding. Yeah, she wants kids euthanized, and certain kids aren't savable, and yeah, she wants a lot. She wants Summer Wells declared so she can, move on with her content. Yeah. She can't even spit out her stupid old timey sayings. But her ignorance is just a lot. If it's not, if you're going to cover a case where the victim is Down syndrome or a missing person case, and the person is Down syndrome or autism or ADHD or any of that stuff, you do a little bit of research on it before you fire up your live. She didn't even read the articles. She read the highlighted little bold at the top. That was it. About this child. She also didn't bother to look up autism or anything to do with autism. That was clear. I can't with her. But she's the almighty famous reporter. World famous. World famous, don't you know? MJ is legal in all of Canada. Yeah. Marijuana's been around since, hell, before I was born. Unbelievable. Like I said, you can't fix stupid. You can't. But I've been going through some of the stuff she's putting out in these 2 cases specifically, and looking for clips, or the parts of the article where it states totally different than what she's saying. I'm trying to put that all together, and I'm trying to figure out how to get it all in one video. Since I can't screen record, I'm gonna have to, sneak and borrow one of my kids' tablets, because lo and behold, the kids' tablets screen record. But no, not this one. This piece of shit here. No, that would be too easy. I still can't believe that they make a tablet that doesn't screen record. It does screenshots, but it won't. I can't screen record a video. It doesn't even have a button port. It doesn't even have nothing. Yeah, I was blown away. I was like, okay, yeah. But yet, my kids do. So I think I'm gonna have to borrow one of theirs and put this all together. It's gonna suck. I've never done it without iMovies, but I'll figure it out. I do miss my iPad. They have refurbished used ones on Amazon. You can get really good deals on. I don't know, maybe someday. Who knows? What's a doofus? Betty. The explanation or the definition is a BHP or a two-top travesty or prayer gardens or any of them. Take your pick. But it's late. I've been on here a long time, guys. I thank you all for hanging with me. Thank you, mods. I really greatly appreciate you. But it is late and I got littles to get up with. But I don't think I'll be able to be on tomorrow at all. I don't know. Who knows? You know what? Knock on wood. I'm not even going to say thank God I have a little wooden table here. Because the way things have been going, and as bad as this went tonight, kept booting me out, cutting me off. I have no idea. I don't think so. But I'll probably see you on the YouTube streets. I don't know. But anyway. If not tomorrow, I'll probably do a live Sunday. But I don't know. Maybe if I can't sleep tomorrow night, I might end up being on here. But yeah. Thank you, everybody. I'm sorry if there's been any. I'm sorry for the problems I had with getting booted so many times. Just thanks for hanging with me. I appreciate you. Do me a favor, hit that like button, sub up. We also have channel memberships. You can become part of Poolside. All right, guys. I'll be seeing you on the YouTube streets. Everybody get some rest. Bye, all.